Live on a Sunday afternoon, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey, as it's the rubber match of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Rapid City Rush. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's been a very entertaining series so far between the Grizzlies and Rapid City Rush. It's the ninth meeting of the season between the clubs. It's the final meeting between the Grizzlies and Rapid City, as after today, the Grizz will have 8 games left in the regular season, and 6 of them will be at Maverick Center, but they'll be facing the top 2 teams in the Mountain Division. They'll face Idaho 5 times, and Tattoohead's Kansas City Mavericks will be at Maverick Center, no relation, in the first weekend of April. Well, the Grizzlies got the series off on the right note as they won 5-3 on Friday night, as Brett Stapley had 2 goals and 1 assist, and Brandon Cutler had 1 goal and 2 assists. Dylan Fitz scored a first-period goal, and Mick Messner scored the game winner on the power play, 10:54 into the third period. Josh Wesley had 2 assists on Friday night. Rapid City got 2 goals from Mark Duarte, who missed last night's game, serving a 1-game suspension for an unpenalized slew foot that took place in the third period. Utah outshot Rapid City 42-28 as Grizzlies won the series opener 5-3. Last night, the Grizzlies had all sorts of scoring chances. They had 58 shots on goal, including 28 in the third period. The Grizzlies actually outshot Rapid City 28-4 in the third period. The 58 shots taken by Utah last night were a season high, and they tied a season high for the entire league. Idaho had 58 shots in a game in November. And for the Grizzlies, they did everything but score enough goals, as Utah got a first-period goal from Alex Bocage, and Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew each added third-period goals, but the Grizz just couldn't find a way to get that tying goal as Rapid City won 4-3. It was 4-1 rush, 11:55 into the third period when Will Rydell scored his third of the year. Josh Wesley, 20 seconds later, made it a 4-2 game, and then about 41 seconds after that, Kyle Mayhew made it 4-3, and the Grizzlies, who have been an outstanding third period come from behind team, looked like they were at it again, but Rapid City held on for the 1-goal victory. We'll see if this one's close, and obviously it's going to be important to get off to a fast start, as it's going to be the third game in less than 48 hours for both clubs. So getting off to an early lead is certainly going to be critical for the Grizzlies. Obviously, they need to find a way to win this series because the final 8 games are against the top 2 teams in the Mountain Division. So it should be a lot of fun here this afternoon. Dante Januzzi will get the start in net for Utah. And after saving 55 shots, Rapid City's Matt Radomski will take a seat as Christian Prop will make his second pro appearance. So it should be a lot of fun. Grizzlies and the Rush. Sit back and enjoy this one, as it's the series finale, and it's the 9th and final meeting between the clubs. Utah is 5-2-1 against Rapid City this season. When we come back to the Rio Tinto Kennecott pregame report, we'll talk about who have been some of the hot Grizzlies and who are some of the Grizzlies who are among league leaders in statistical categories. We're grooving on a Sunday afternoon, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value. So get more, and get it today. Black Bear Diner.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face off in about 10 minutes from now over at the Monument. I'm hanging out at the Maverick Center just outside the Grizzlies team store in the Grizz Cave. Well, for the Grizzlies, it's really been the Brandon Cutler and Brett Stapley show. They were each held off the scoring sheet last night, but what can you say about Stapley and Cutler? They have been the bread and butter to Utah's offensive attack. Stapley has 11 points in his last 5 games, 4 goals and 7 assists. Stapley ranks 6th in the league with 67 points this year. He has 22 goals and 45 assists, and the 45 helpers are 7th best in the league. As for Brandon Cutler, he's got 8 goals and 8 assists in his last 11 games. Cutler is currently tied for 5th in the league with 31 goals, and he ranks 2nd in the league in shots on goal with 242. For the Grizzlies, their top 2 defensemen, and Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew, they each are among league leaders in a few statistical categories. For Wesley, he has 17 goals this season, which leads all league defensemen. He also has 7 power play goals, which ranks 3rd among league defensemen. And he also has 168 shots on goal, which is 3rd among league defensemen. He's 1st in power play goals among D-men with 7 on the season. Kyle Mayhew is tied for 4th among league defensemen with 49 points. And those 49 points rank the tops among all league rookie defensemen. So if we're talking about making up a league all-rookie team, Kyle Mayhew definitely should be on there. Remember, 2 years ago, both Ben Tardif and Luke Martin were on the league's all-rookie team. Mayhew is 3rd among all league rookies with 15 power play assists. There haven't been many power plays in this weekend series. The Grizzlies went 1 for 2 on the power play on Friday night, and they were 0 for 2 on Saturday. And the Grizzlies have only had 2 penalty kills on the series, 1 in each of Friday and Saturday's games. So we'll see if those 4, Cutler, Stapley, Wesley, and Mayhew, come up big for the Grizzlies here tonight. And also watch out for Dylan Fitz, who has 11 goals in his last 14 games. It's the Grizzlies and the Rush face off in a few minutes. When we come back, we'll give you the lineups for both teams. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Let's get to the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Utah Grizzlies, who have a record of 29, 31, and 3. They're led by third-year head coach Ryan Kanaswich. The assistant is Christian Horn. Utah is 10, 11, and 1 over their last 22 road games since the start of the 2024 calendar year. Starting in net's going to be Dante Januzzi. It will be his 28th appearance this season. Dante's got a record of 12 and 15 with 1 shutout, which came on New Year's Eve against the Tulsa Oilers. He has a 3.52 goals against average and an .894 save percentage. Januzzi last appeared in the Military Night Miracle, where he saved 18 of 22 in Utah's 5-2 overtime win. The starting defensive pairing, former Rush blue liner Quinn Wickers is in there. He's got 2 goals and 13 assists in 46 games. He'll be paired up with Robbie Stucker, the former Minnesota and Vermont product. Stucker has 19 assists in 44 games. 8 of those assists have come in a Grizzlies uniform. The other defensemen we're expected to see tonight include Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew, as well as Liam Dennison, who's making his 3rd professional appearance, and he'll be paired up with Cody Corbett, who's appeared in over 300 pro games. The defensive scratches for the Grizzlies this afternoon are Keone Teixeira, as well as Jacob Semick, Jordan Stone, Cade Jensen, and Michael Underwood. Starting forwards for the Grizzlies, Nathan Burke is going to be in there, the former Minnesota and Bowling Green product. Burke has 18 goals and 20 assists in 56 games. He is 6'2" and 190 pounds. Cole Gallant is 3rd in the club with 32 assists. He has 43 points in 59 games. The Western Michigan product will wear number 25. And Alex Bocage, who picked up a big goal in the first period last night. He has 8 goals and 10 assists in 20 games. So starting forwards again are Burke, Gallant, and Bocage. Other forwards include Brandon Cutler and Brett Stapley, Utah's bread and butter today. It looks like they're going to be paired up with Dylan Fitz, who's been about as hot as any forward, as Fitz has 11 goals and 3 assists in his last 14 games. We will also see Tyler Penner. Of course, we'll see Penner. The Grizzlies Iron Man, his consecutive game streak is now at 208 consecutive appearances. Aaron Aragon will be in there wearing number 15. He picked up 1 assist on Friday night on the season. Aragon has 11 goals and 9 assists in 54 games. We'll also see Adam Berg, the dynamic one, 6'1", 190 pounds. He plays hard each and every shift. He has 10 goals and 13 assists in 50 games. We'll also see Mick Messner, Friday night's hero. He has 14 goals and 20 assists this season. And also on the forward line, we'll have Luke Manning, who's making his 6th professional appearance. Manning has 1 assist as a pro. He's 5'10" and 190 pounds. He played at the University of St. Thomas earlier this season to complete his college career. For the homestanding Rapid City Rush are led by third-year head coach Scott Burke. Last night, the Rush ended an 11-game home losing streak. They have a record of 24, 35, and 3 overall this season. Christian Prop will be the starting goaltender. He'll be backed up by Matt Radomski. Prop in one game, which came with the Wheeling Nailers, has no 1 record with a 6.05 goals against average. He played at Wilfrid Lanier College, and he is a native of Ontario, 6'3" and 204 pounds, and he is 23 years old. He'll turn 24. Actually, he's 24 years old. He'll turn 25 in 3 days. So Christian Prop will get the start in net wearing number 29. Starting defensive pairing is Will Rydell, who scored what turned out to be the game winner, 11:55 into the third period. He'll be paired up with Billy Constantino, number 12, who's got 3 goals and 21 assists in 53 games. Starting forwards are Riley St. Ange and Brett Gravel, as well as Mark Duarte, who had 2 goals on Friday. Duarte missed last night's game, serving a 1-game suspension. We'll come back and have face-off over at the Monument. This has been the Rio Tinto Kennecott pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
It's a great day for hockey as 2 big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Rapid City Rush in the rubber match of a 3-game series. Utah got a 5-3 victory on Friday before Rapid City returned the favor as they won 4-3. Josh Wesley, the Grizzlies captain, with the ceremonial puck drop with Rapid City captain Alex Aliardi. Apparently, Aliardi did not redirect the Blake Bennett shot upon further review, so Bennett ended up with 2 goals last night, which gives him 30 on the season. Watch out for Blake Bennett. He leads all league rookies in goals. And also watch out for Aliardi, who's been one of their best scorers. In fact, Aliardi leads the Rush with 64 points this season, 24 goals and 40 assists. It's going to be an interesting matchup, 9th and final meeting between the clubs. The head coaches certainly know each other well. Scott Burke for Rapid City and Ryan Kanaswich. Both guys are in their 3rd season as head coaches, and both guys were outstanding players in this league. Kanaswich, the all-time leading scorer in Grizzlies history, and Scott Burke spent many years with the Idaho Steelheads, where he's got his jersey retired at Idaho Central Arena. Christian Prop is making his Rapid City debut. He played 1 game earlier this season with the Wheeling Nailers. Gallant, Bocage, and Burke are the starting forwards as the Grizzlies are wearing a white jersey with black numbers and professional green trim. Defensive pairing is Quinn Wickers and Robbie Stucker. We're watching on a remote broadcast on Flow Sports, so I beg for a little bit of patience as sometimes key details go missing from time to time. Referee is Tyler Haskell. He drops the puck, and we're underway as Quinn Wickers gets it. Utah skating from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports. Your mind's eye see it on YouTube. As Gallant gets hit near the Grizzlies bench, Utah crosses center ice, and they'll drive it in. As prop wearing number 29 plays it behind his net, and he'll dish it towards the near side. As Gravel feeds it to Duarte, as Rapid City in a black jersey with white numbers and white on the shoulders. Utah dumps it in, new tries. Rapid City's Constantinu dumps it into the far corner. As Riley St. Ange, number 7, pushes ahead as the puck hit the opposite into the Grizzlies zone. Wickers over there. He collides with Gravel. Stucker in the area, trying to hack the puck away. Stapley. Stapley gets it. He'll throw it across to Cutler, who gets it off the near boards. Cutler dishes to his right. Stapley couldn't get the saucering puck as it went airborne about knee-high on Stapley. As Zach Hoffman gets it across, as Rapid City skating from left to right in a partial sellout crowd as they'll dump it in from center ice. Januzzi behind his net. First start for him in 8 days. He'll throw it to the near corner as Stucker surveys, and he'll bank it off the near wall for Fitz. Fitz paired up with Cutler and Stapley today. He'll get around center ice, and he'll shovel it in. Taking it Zach Hoffman, who's one of Rapid City's more dependable defensemen. He'll backhand it ahead far side as Rush dish it across. As Mayhew has a glance off his stick. Mayhew in his first shift of the game paired up with Wesley. As now the puck's to the right side. Wesley, the Grizzlies captain, throws it towards the middle. Cutler crosses center ice. He veers off to the left as he steps over the line, dumps it into the near corner, gets it back lefty shot, saved by Prop. Puck still alive as Penner feeds it up top. Wesley over to Cutler, over to Mayhew. Mayhew on the left side. Tries to center it out in front to a cutting Penner. It goes wide. Big-time shoulder check by the Grizzlies. Rapid City goes flying. Rush clear it out to center. As now left wing Mayhew steps over the line, stops at the point, and dumps it around the wall. Penner chasing after it, as is Adam Berg. Berg paired up with Aragon and Penner today. As Rapid City's Kenton Helgeson, the former Grizzly, stops. He'll throw it to the far corner. Rush still in their own zone as they'll drag it out to new tries. Left wing pass connects. Rush under the zone. Grizzlies back defensively. Rapid City will bank it off the end boards as it goes towards the near side. Helgeson, number 8, his brother Tyson Helgeson, also with Rapid City wearing number 44. Kenton Helgeson throws it up top. It's taken away by Aragon. Over to Berg. Berg steps over the line, drops it for Aragon, trying to get it back to Berg down the middle in the give and go. And it's poked back towards the near side. Berg rolls it behind Rapid City's net. Luke Manning still looking for his first pro goal. Gets pushed along the boards as Rapid City near side gets it. Action's been in Rapid City zone for the majority of the first 2.5 minutes in. As Keanu Yamamoto gets the right side shot, is gloved by Januzzi. He'll keep the play alive as they'll throw it to a defenseman. Now Luke Manning, left side, will get around a Rapid City skater, and that's Riley Janelle. Down the middle, Messner, slot, lefty shot, saved by Prop. And he holds on. Christian Prop spells his last name P-R-O-P-P. So draw's going to be in the Rapid City zone. Everybody make your choice for the Optum first goal of the game as we had our first whistle about 3 minutes into the contest. I don't know. I'm going with Aaron Aragon to score first. He's got 9 goals in a Utah uniform. Luke Manning will take the dries out there with Messner and Cutler. Everybody make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game. And for Utah, it's big to score first. Grizz win the draw, left point. Wickers with a shot that gets redirected. Manning was in the area along with Mark Duarte, who's back after serving a 1-game suspension. Puck back at new tries. Cutler skates back in near side. As he'll dump it off the end board slowly. Manning chasing after it. Will Rydell, one of the more talented defensemen for Rapid City, skates to the far side. He'll feed it across to Aliardi, sporting a beard, who pushes ahead as puck goes on to Januzzi, who keeps the play alive by getting it to Stucker. As Stucker gets blasted behind his net. Duarte feed it to the near side as Rapid City will tap it off the boards. Hoffman saucers across left point. Lefty shot is blocked away by Januzzi. Rebound goes towards the near boards where it's taken by Cutler, one of the league's best players. He'll get it ahead. Cutler's in the top 10 in goals and shots. In fact, he's in the top 5 in both categories. Cutler dances around the right side. He feeds it across to Mayhew, left side. Now back to the right. Lefty shot goes wide as puck ends up with Mayhew. Over to Gallant, who feeds it to the far side. Grizzlies. Gallant shot is blocked away by Prop. Actually, it was Bocage that took the shot as Rapid City will lift it all the way deep into the Grizzly zone. The long-distance flight turns into an icing call with 16:02 left in the first. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And it looks like the puck has been in Rapid City zone a little bit more than Utah's end of the ice, which certainly goes into Utah's favor. Remember, fatigue's going to play a big factor as it's the third game in less than 48 hours for both clubs. So whoever gets off to a fast start, that certainly benefits them, as it's going to be a little bit tougher for a team to play catch-up with the fatigue factor. Draw win by Gallant and the Grizzlies. Bocage over on the far side, chips it up top to Wesley, who slides to Mayhew left side. Mayhew fakes it to Wesley, dances around the left point. As Mayhew stops right at the blue line. Grizzlies in the attack zone as Utah taps it off the near boards. Burke gets it. He tried to center it, bounced off a rush skater. Burke gets it back. He'll feed it to Gallant, right wing, righty shot, saved by Prop. And he holds on with 15:39 left in the first. So Utah's already up to 3 shots. Rapid City's taken 1. And for the Grizzlies, last night was a complete onslaught. 58 shots on goal. In fact, through the first 2 games of the series, the Grizzlies had exactly 100 shots. They had 42 on Friday and 58 last night. Stapley will take the draw. He's got Fitz to his left and Cutler to his right, as we're still early on. No score, 4.5 minutes in, as puck ends up with the Grizzlies. Now Rapid City takes it away, far circle. Dancing around is Brett Davis, who was recently acquired in a trade with the Florida Everblades. Ahead to center ice. Gravel flubs it towards his left. It's taken away by Stapley. Stapley down the middle, steps over the blue line as he stops on the right point. Now he'll glide towards his left. He'll drop it to the right point. Now righty shot is blocked away. Puck goes back towards center ice, where it's regathered by Wesley, who took the initial shot. Wesley near the Grizzlies bench gets it to Stapley, who couldn't handle it. Rapid City loses at center ice. Mayhew brushes to the near side as Fitz dumps it in. Prop cuts it off behind his net, gets it towards Kenton Helgeson. He'll feed it to the far corner. Rush will lift it out to center ice. Puck up the opposite center. It's taken by Rapid City. They enter the zone 2-on-3. Gravel right side will skate along the right point. Now he pivots and skates towards the near corner. He stops as he's being shadowed like a hawk by Wickers as he drops off Constantino. Right side shot is blocked by Penner as Rush. Stella gets it up top, left side. Lefty shot saved by Januzzi. And Dante holds on as he makes his second save of the game. 14:32 in. Draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone as there's still no score. 14:32 left in the first period, as it looks like a bit of a late arriving crowd over at the Monument. It is understandable, though, as it appears to be a big snowstorm in the Rapid City area from what I hear. So if attendance is a little bit light, that might be part of the reason why. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from right to left here in the first period. Aragon gets it across as left wing pass towards Berg. Taps off his stick. Berg chasing after it as the puck. Where is the puck? It looks like a delayed offside. So Berg is going to skate to center ice. Rapid City gathers it. Constantino moves to his left. Rush will advance it towards the Grizzlies line, and it goes deep in the Grizzlies zone. Liam Dennis, number 22, chases after it as the puck goes to the near side. Grizzlies get it ahead as Utah towards center ice gets cut off by Aliardi. Rush get it back at their blue line as they get it to Hoffman down the middle. He crossed the center red line, and he'll fire it in. Januzzi lets it go towards the far side as it rolls quickly along the roulette table as taking the puck is Duarte, right side. Righty shot goes wide. Wickers might have gotten a piece of it. Duarte keeps it in the near side, skates towards a point. Now he pivots and skates back towards the near goal line. Righty shot goes wide as Januzzi got a piece of it. It's maybe more of a centering pass than a shot that Duarte took. Grizzlies dump it in, but it's going to be icing as they dumped it in from Grizzlies territory as we get another whistle. It's 13:28 left in the first. So still no score as game's had a pretty good flow to it. Heck, we didn't have our first whistle for about 3 minutes as both teams just going back and forth. And both teams know the importance of this game. I mean, after all, it's a long shot for Rapid City to make the postseason, but they know that, if they find a way to just about win out, they can probably find their way in the playoff race. And for the Grizzlies, obviously, it's big with 9 games left in the regular season. Rush won the draw, left side, lefty shot, saved by Januzzi. Loose change out in front. Bowman gets tripped up. Duarte with a shot that goes wide. As everybody trying to locate the pockets on the far side, Rapid City gets it behind Utah's net. As Rush trying to filter it out in front, it bounced off of Wickers, who one-hands it towards the far corner. As Rapid City gets it up top. And now Duarte slides it towards the far circle. Now back to Duarte over in the high slot. Duarte, his last name. Duarte's got an AHL contract, but backhand it towards the end boards. 2-on-2 battle behind the net. As puck ends up getting towards Januzzi, who covers up. As we got 12:53 left in the first, the Grizzly player looked like he was hit with a high stick. I'm not sure if a call was made there as play is stopped and a timeout on the ice. Both teams have 4 shots. No one has scored yet as Grizzlies take on the Rush here in the rubber match. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. From huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Well, there's no score. 12:53 left in the first period. Both teams have 4 shots. As the temperature in Rapid City, I believe, is about 23 degrees. The low tomorrow will be 5 degrees, and the high will be 22. I do hear it's beautiful in the summer, though, when everything thaws out. Draw's going to be the near side. Fitz is on the left wing. Today he's paired up with Cutler and Stapley. Cutler will take the draw, the third-year pro who played in the WHL. He'll take it against Brett Stapley. Grizzlies win the draw. Stapley gets it towards Bocage. I believe the Grizzlies are on a power play, and they are. Power play for the Grizzlies, left side, Bocage. One-timer goes wide, and the Rush get it and clear it out. We never did get to see the referee signal as to what the penalty is, and they haven't shown who's in the box, but somebody broke a hockey rule for Rapid City as Grizzlies are on the power play for the next minute and 37. Utah crosses center ice right wing. They get it across to Cutler. He enters from the left side, gets it to Fitz. Now up top to Mayhew, shuffles it over towards Bocage. He's in the near circle. Bocage near the corner gets double teamed. He feeds it up top to Mayhew, and he directs it back towards Bocage. Back to Mayhew as they play catch. As Mayhew slides it across, Stapley, right circled, trying to get it across to Bocage. It's taken away in the slot, and Rapid City clears it out. Januzzi moves it ahead. Long outlet pass gets to Cutler, who steps over the line. He centers it. It's picked off by the Rush, who backhand it all the way back out. Halfway through Utah's first power play of the game, and we're 8 minutes into the contest, still no score. Mayhew rolls it along the boards. Nathan Burke will get it. As Grizzlies are in the middle of a line change. Burke gets it across as Gallant crosses center ice. He feeds it to Manning left wing. Manning dumps it in from just outside the Rapid City blue line. Gallant gets spun around. Rapid City clears it out. As the puck slowly glides towards the near boards in the Grizzlies zone, it's taken by Josh Wesley, who skates behind Januzzi's net towards the far side. Wesley's got 7 power play goals this season, which leads all league defensemen. Across off the near boards to Manning. He has a glance off his stick, and the Rush will carry it into the zone right side. Yamamoto gets cut off by Gallant as the puck goes towards the near corner. Gallant moves it across as now it's taken by Messner at neutral ice. He crosses the center red line left wing. He steps over the line, tries to drop it for Manning as the puck rolls along towards the right side. As Grizzlies, Josh Wesley gets a shoulder check from Zach Hoffman. As Wesley gets divorced in the puck, Rush couldn't clear it out. Right side, Grizzlies skate towards their left. Now to Burke on the left side. Burke feeds it across. It bounced off at Helgeson. Kenton Helgeson, that is, as Burke goes down in the near corner. Up top, Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the first period as Manning will tap it off the far boards. As the power play is about over. As Messner chips it out in front. Too many bodies and sticks in the way as Rapid City takes the puck. They'll advance into center ice and shovel it in. As Januzzi stays in front of his net. As Grizzlies chase after it, as it looks like the power play is over. As Wickers throws it along the far wall towards Stucker, who couldn't outlet it out. And Mark Duarte will bounce it off the penner. It flies towards Januzzi, who gathers it in the breadbasket with 10:21 left in the first. So the Rush will have an offensive zone draw. Grizzlies didn't get a single shot on the power play as Rapid City did a good job clearing pucks out. Utah on the power play this season is 19.7%. The Rush penalty kill is 26th best in the league at 76.5%. Tyler Penner will take the draw. Penner and Fitz have A's on their sweaters, and Josh Wesley's wearing the captain's C. As Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man, crouches low. He'll take the draw, and he wins it. Rapid City gets the draw. Left side, shot. Saved by Januzzi. Somebody from off the screen took a shot from the left point. Billy Constantinu's on the ice, and he was paired up with Will Rydell, so it's probably Rydell that took the shot. from the left point. As the Rush are up to 6 on the afternoon. 10-17 left in the first. Draw in the far circle is won by Rapid City. They get it up top of the puck, exits the zone. As Rydell chasing after it, prop behind his net. Will throw it to the far side. Now Rydell gets it across near corner. Rush will lift it in the air. It's gloved and dropped by Penner. As action still in the Rush zone. Now Duarte will carry it out to center ice. He'll throw a right wing chip out towards Gravel, who gets it, stops before he gets to the near corner. He skates towards the right point now. He veers off to the left. He'll drop it off as the Rush. Kenton Helgeson skates towards the near corner, pivots, gets it up top for Gravel, who skates towards his left. Lefty shot goes wide. Gravel this season has 18 goals and 23 assists. Right side, Constantine, who fires towards net, and it bounces off a stick. Now out in front, Grizzlies will push ahead to Penner, who didn't get it very far. Rapid City keeps it in. As Duarte gets his pursuit cut off, Grizzlies moving out to center. Berg, left wing, glides towards his right. Now feed it to the far circle. Righty shot goes wide. That was taken by Stapley, looking for his 23rd of the year, and he just missed the net as he was trying to go glove side on prop, or maybe he might have gone stick side. I'm not sure. Grizzlies out to the left wing. Stapley steps over the line, left side, lays it for Cutler, who skates towards the near circle. Cutler feeds it across. Shot goes wide on a one-timer as Aliardi will push it out to center ice and all the way deep in the Grizzly zone. Dennison races quickly as icing is called, as it was a frantic race between Liam Dennison and Blake Bennett. And Dennison, with great speed and quickness, was able to get over there and get the icing call with 8:59 left in the first. It's going to be a lot of fun to see Liam Dennison making his Maverick Center debut, assuming that he'll be healthy enough to go. Dennison has appeared in all 3 games in this series. He just signed with the Grizzlies this past Wednesday. He played his college hockey at Merrimack, where he blocked about 150 shots over a 5-year stretch. Stapley will take the draw against Brett Davis near circle, and it's won by Rapid City as they're on their own end, skating from left to right. Aliardi, right wing, crosses center ice, and he'll fire it onto Januzzi. He makes a save and keeps play alive as Grizzlies push it towards the far side. Bowman goes down as referee usually lets him play here in this series. Tyler Haskell. Stapley moves to his right for Fitz, but the timing was messed up as the pass was behind Fitz, and offside are the Grizzlies with 8:40 left in the first. Timeout on the ice, no score. Rapid City has outshot Utah 7-4. Let's see, are they going to call a timeout or not? Looks like they're ready for the draw over near the Rapid City bench, as looks like she's keeping an eye on us. Well, looks like we'll take a timeout, we guess, as there's no score, 8:40 left in the first. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
8:50 left in the first period, no score. We're skating 5-on-5. Parker Bowman got a high sticky minor, 7:07 into the first period, so that's why Utah had a power play a few minutes ago. Draw one by Utah as Mayhew will dish it across to Wesley near the Grizzlies bench. Wesley will get some air under it as it goes deep into the rush zone as puck ends up in the high slot. Wesley skates over there, keeps it in, chips it towards Mayhew near side. Mayhew has a puck lift on him. Cutler couldn't glove it. Stapley behind the net trying to feed it out in front, and Rapid City will get the puck. As the Rush skate along the right wing out to center ice, Parker Bowman will tap it off the near boards. He tries to get around Mayhew. Fitz challenges a Rush player in the near corner of the Grizzlies zone as Januzzi looks over his left shoulder. Grizzlies come out of the pile with the puck as Cutler crosses center ice. He stops near the Rush bench, and he'll dump it in as the Grizzlies make a full line change as we now have less than 8 minutes left in the first. Rush cross center ice, right wing. Hoffman chips it towards Yamamoto, trying to get it back to Hoffman. Pass goes wide towards the far corner. Bowman spins along the boards as it goes to the near side. Rush have it back in their own end, skating from left to right. A lot of long-range passes here in the first as Hoffman pushes ahead. Aliardi, left wing, gets around Stucker as Aliardi one-hands it towards Januzzi, who makes a stick save. Puck goes up top, left point. Lefty shot is blocked. It goes to Burke, who gets a new try, so move it across. Bocage has a tap off his stick. He chases after it. Constantino gets pushed by Bocage in the back as Rapid City skates towards their own net. Constantino will backhand it ahead as it goes to center ice. Grizzlies will fire it back in. And Utah chasing after it. Burke in the area. Constantino, 2-on-2 battle. Bocage breaks free. He gets in the near goal line. Looks to center to Manning, who took a shot that's blocked away. As Utah pushes up top, Dennison across to, I believe, Corbett. I'll make that Wickers. Wickers, far goal line, dances around. Now he gets it back up top. Utah over to Dennison, the left point. Back to the high slot for Bocage. Over to the right side. One-timer goes wide as they're looking for a redirection. As a Rapid City player lost his stick. Dennison behind the net, skates towards the far side. He'll chip it up top. Now Bocage, high slot. Shot is blocked. And that one looked like it hurt the Rapid City player as the puck goes out of play. And, boy, you talk about sacrificing your body. Alex Aliardi blocked a rocket from Alex Bocage. He got back to his feet. Looks like he'll be okay. He'll skate towards his bench as the puck ended up out of play. Draw's going to be in the rush zone with 6:37 left in the first as Rapid City's up to 10 shots and the Grizzlies have 4 here in the first period. Luke Manning's out there with Mick Messner and Dylan Fitz as Manning talking things over with Messner. Manning will be back at Maverick Center on Wednesday as the Grizzlies start a 3-game set against the Idaho Steelheads. Utah wins the draw. Dennison gets it towards the high slot for Messner. Rapid City pokes it back to center ice. Rush cross center, and they'll throw it in as Rush get hit over in the point as they're entering the zone. It looks like the whistle blows as Rapid City appears to be offside with 6:27 left in the first. So the draw comes back near the Grizzlies bench. Utah's got a 6-game homestand starting on Wednesday night against the Idaho Steelheads. It's going to be a Smith's family night with 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. Manning will take the draw, and it's won by Rapid City. Riley St. Ange moves it to Bennett, who swings and misses. Messner, far circle, lefty shot. Glove saved by Prop as he holds on. Messner tried to go top shelf glove side, but Christian Prop was able to make a save. Prop kind of has pads that are they're similar to the St. Louis Blues colors, blue and yellow with a little bit of white mixed in, as that might have been the colors of his college, Wilfrid Laurier University, a member of U Sports. He played there for 4 seasons, just ending a college career. As a draw, won by Rapid City Helgeson around his net, as we have 6:12 and counting left in the first. Still no score, as Rapid City's Brett Gravel skates towards the far circle. Now lay it to the far goal line as Rapid City wraps it around the boards. Helgeson gathers it near side. He'll push it ahead. Rush cross center ice. They speed into the zone right side as Gravel stops, fires lefty, shot and a score as it got redirected out in front as Russia taking a 1-0 lead. As Gravel fed it towards Duarte. Duarte tells Gravel that you scored the goal. As with 5:51 left in the first, the Rush, for the first time all series, have drawn first blood. As Gravel was over on the right wing, just stopped before he got to the corner, and he fed it out in front looking for Mark Duarte, and it looked like it bounced off a Grizzly as the puck never got to Mark Duarte, and it bounced off a Grizzly and into the back of Utah's net, and that's how Rapid City took a 1-0 lead. So it looks like it's going to be Brett Gravel's 19th of the year as Duarte and Gravel talk things over. I think they're going to have to look over this one. They're going to have to go to video replay, as it did look like, I'm not sure there was a distinct kicking motion, but the puck definitely bounced off a lower extremity of either a Grizzly or a Rush player. Now, if it bounced off a Grizzly, I don't know. I mean, you could probably kick it into your own net, I would guess. I imagine with the stoppage of play, they're looking it over. Right now, it's Rapid City 1, Utah nothing, but this play appears to be going to video replay. There was nothing based on the one replay we saw that said that it shouldn't be a goal, and it looks like the goal is going to count, as it's 1-0 Rush, as Brett Gravel scored his 19th of the year. At least that's what we believe, as Mark Duarte said he didn't get a piece of it. As the centering pass out in front bounced off a Grizzly. Might have been Cody Corbett. Tough to really tell. As Utah wins the draw, they skate from right to left. It's 1-0 Rush, less than 6 minutes left in the first period. Ahead to center ice, Grizzlies cross center. Berg steps over the line, almost collided with Aragon, as Berg will lose the puck as it glanced off his stick. As Berg gets hit at the Rapid City line, Mayhew over to Aragon near side, and it's going to be a penalty on Rapid City. As Grizzlies back deep in their own zone, Delayed penalty as Grizzlies will play it out. Left wing, Grizzlies out to neutralize. Mayhew will drop it off as Cutler gets around center ice as he'll step over the blue line. He'll skate towards the near side. He stops, feeds it up top as the puck squibs towards Mayhew, gets to the right side. As delayed penalty, Grizzlies get it up top to Mayhew. He'll skate towards the high slot. He'll push it to his right for Stapley. Stapley backs it for Wesley. Over to Cutler. Left side, Cutler will look to center to bounce off of Davis's skate. Now, he already trying to touch it as the puck, they say it exited the zone, but the referee and the linesman didn't. As Utah fires towards the net, it's saved by Prop. And with 4:58 left in the first, it's going to be a Utah power play. We saw Adam Berg get knocked down right about the Rapid City blue line, and that appears to be what the penalty is, as Alex Aliardi obviously disagrees with the call, as he'll skate towards the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. 4:58 left in the first. When we come back in 30 seconds, Utah will be on their second power play of the afternoon. It's Rush 1, Grizzlies nothing on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. So get more. And get it today.
Black Bear Diner.
So it's the Rush 1 and the Grizzlies nothing, as there's 4:58 left in the first period. Rapid City has outshot Utah 12-6. You know, the off-ice officials and the stats crew from Rapid City, they've been known to be wrong from time to time. Right now, they've listed Blake Bennett with his 31st of the year. Looked like it was either Gravel or Duarte. Didn't look like Blake Bennett had anything to do with the play. If it bounced off anything, it might have bounced off a Grizzly. But it's hard to really say either way. Rush lead 1-0. Grizzlies are on the power play as Alex Aliardi got a high sticking minor, 15:02 into the first period. It's 4:58 left in the first, and Utah still looking for their first goal. Mick Messner leads the way with 2 shots. Wesley, Gallant, Bocage, and Mayhew each have 1 shot on goal. So draw's going to be over in the near circle as it's won by Rapid City. Tyson Helgeson, his name is my name too, gets to the far side. Maurizio Coelho will slice it all the way towards Januzzi. Stapley skates around Utah's net. He loses the puck. Mark Duarte behind the net, dances around. He's being shadowed by Mayhew. Cutler skates over there as Duarte strong with the puck. He gets double teamed. Bocage looking on as now the puck squirts free towards Bocage. He gets it back to Cutler. Duarte will skate off the ice as the Grizzlies get to neutralize. As Mayhew will drop it off. Cutler across the center red line down the middle. He chips to his left for Fitz. The Grizzlies enter. Fitz over to the near corner for Cutler. He gets behind the net to Bocage, who pushes to the right side. Stapley, who's got 22 goals this season, fires it towards the middle, and Wesley couldn't get it. As now Fitz will flub it out to center ice. Grizzlies reset. Fitz from the left wing re-enters as he'll skate towards the corner. Now he chips it across. Utah gets to the high slot for Mayhew. Over to Stapley right side. Stapley trying to center to Cutler as a glance off his stick. Over to the end boards. Fitz delivers a shot. Cutler feeds it up top. Right side. Mayhew will direct it to Stapley, the University of Denver connection. Stapley over in the far corner. Moves it across to Bocage. Over to Mayhew right side. He'll shuffle to his left. Back to Bocage near circle. Across to Stapley. Over to Mayhew high slot. Mayhew fakes a shot. Throws to the far corner. Pass was wide of Stapley. Helgeson gets a good shoulder check from Fitz. 2-on-2 battle behind the net. Puck squirts towards the far point. It exits the zone out to center ice. Mayhew gets it. He'll angle it to his left for Bocage, who got the puck, but the Grizzlies were offside with 3:24 left in the first. 27 seconds left in the power plays. The Grizzlies change up skaters. Luke Manning's out there with Mick Messner and Nathan Burke. As the draw is going to be at neutralized, as we believe the Grizzlies were called for offside. Brett Gravel will take the draw for Rapid City. Gravel has either 18 or 19 goals this season. I'm not really sure yet. As Rapid City, the puck ended up in the Grizzly zone. Utah will cross center ice, skating from right to left. Grizzlies step over the line far side as they'll drop it off. Puck at the point as Grizzlies now get to the left wing. As Helgeson over in the area, as Riley Janelle pushes Burke in the back. And it looks like the Rush have cleared it out. Aliardi's coming out of the box right now, sporting a Charlie Blackmon type of mustache of a beard. It's a very thick, luscious beard. Grizzlies step over the line onside. They'll dump it in. Janelle chasing after it as the puck squirts towards the far side. Utah in the attack zone gets it to the left point for Wickers, who moves it across right side. Grizzlies have a tap off a stick. Rapid City will carry it out to center ice. Rush step over the line. Will Rydell skates towards the right side. Backhand shot saved by Januzzi. Rebound goes to Nathan Burke, who gets challenged by Davis. Now Davis gets it far side. He'll skate towards the corner. He'll get it up top. Now the rush over in the high slot. Shot saved by Januzzi. We believe that was taken by Constantino. Constantino, high slot. Skates in. Dangles. Righty shot saved by Januzzi. Rebound far side. Grizzlies will sky it out to Manning, who throws it from blue line to blue line and chases after it. Peter Murzika gets there first and moves it across to Constantino. Right side, Constantino across the center ice. He steps over the line. Down the middle, he veers off to the left. Great move. He centers it out in front. It bounced off a Stucker as Constantino just about made the scoring chance out of nothing on his own. Over the right side, Rapid City in the attack zone. They get it down the middle. Davis lefty shot saved by Januzzi. Rebound is bounced towards the near corner. Good defensive play by the Grizz. It's either Corbett or Dennison as the puck goes out to center ice. Penner crosses center, and he'll chip it in. Berg chasing after it. He gets it in the far corner as he gets pushed by Constantino. Berg gets it up top right point, and a righty shot. That one goes wide as Penner's in the area looking with the Aragon. And now left point, Dennison, lefty shot. Glove saved by Prop, and he holds on as there's 1:27 left in the first. Rapid City's outshot Utah 16-6. And it's kind of odd considering that the Grizzlies outshot the Rush 58-30 in last night's game. As there's 1:27 left in the first, Utah's 0 for 2 on the power play. Rapid City's yet to go on the man advantage. The Grizzlies have done a good job playing disciplined hockey all weekend. Stapley will take the draw against Parker Bowman, who scored a second period goal last night. Bowman loses the draw, but it goes out to neutral ice. Bowman played at Nipissing University in U Sports over the last 4 years, playing against Christian Prop, the Rapid City goaltender. Cutler throws it to the far corner, and now the puck back to the near side as Utah delivers a hit. Rapid City battles with Stapley, who gets triple teamed along the near boards. He gets knocked down. Cutler gets it up top. Fitz back towards Cutler, chips it to Stapley near goal line. Stapley banks it up top as Mayhew skates towards the high slot, feeds it to Stapley. Shot goes just wide. Rapid City rolls into the far side. Grizzlies' Josh Wesley trying to fire towards the net. It's blocked away in the far circle. Rush ice the puck as Mayhew skates over there, and icing is called by both linesmen with 42.4 seconds left in the first. So the draw comes back towards Christian Prop, who's making his Rapid City debut. Rush have had a lot of new faces over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Rapid City's been about a 500 club on the road. It's been at home where they've really struggled. Even with the victory last night at home, they have lost 11 of their last 12 home games, as they broke an 11-game home losing streak last night, winning 4-3. Grizzlies win the draw. High slot, Bocage, righty shot is blocked away. Puck ends up in the near corner as a 2-on-2 battle. Puck goes to Burke, left side shot saved by Prop. 30 seconds left in the period. Bocage, right side, will skate towards the point. Now lay it up top. Somebody off the screen, and it's Wesley. He's in the right point as the whistle blows, as there's a collision out in front of the net with Gallant and a rush skater. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Parker Bowman. 23 seconds left as Bowman will skate towards the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. And it looks like Cole Gallant is going to the box for Utah as well. So both Bowman and Gallant get penalties with 23 seconds left in the first, as it appears both guys were battling in front of Rapid City's net. So looks like one of the guys got a holding according to the referee's signal. As the draw is going to be back in the rush zone, as I think we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Mark Duarte's going to take the face-off for Rapid City. The Rush, their NHL affiliate, is the Calgary Flames, and the Calgary Wranglers are their AHL affiliate. And both logos are on the shoulders of their jersey today. Grizzlies win the draw. They're affiliated with the Colorado Avalanche and Colorado Eagles. The puck gets out back to center ice. Rush right wing step over the line as Brett Gravel dances around. He moves to the far circle. Lefty shot is blocked away by Januzzi. Rebound towards the far side as Wesley delivers a good check on Mark Duarte. 3 seconds left in the period as Rush over to the far side. Mayhew pushes him towards the boards, and that will do it for 20 minutes over at the Monument. Rapid City outshot Utah 17-7 as Rush have a 1-0 lead as they tried to center it out in front. And the puck ended up it looked like it bounced off a Grizzly and into the back of the net. So that's the only goal here so far, as the Rush had a 2-1 lead last night after one period, and today they lead 1-0 after one. When we come back, we'll recap the first 20 minutes of play, and we'll also go over the Mountain Division standings and why this game is so important to the Grizzlies' pursuit for a playoff spot. Once again, after one period, it's the Rush 1 and the Grizzlies 0. We're back in 2 minutes with the Rio Tinto Kennecott intermission report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Rapid City leads Utah 1-0. I'm Tyson Whiting. Well, when you go watch a Rapid City home game, to take the ECHL box score with a grain of salt. You look at the Rapid City's social media channels, particularly the one on X, they showed a highlight of the goal. According to the ECHL app, Blake Bennett scored the goal. I don't even think Bennett was on the ice. Brett Gravel had the puck along the right wing, stopped about halfway from the blue line and goal line, stopped, centered it out in front. It certainly looked more like a pass than a shot, and the puck bounced off a Grizzly and into the back of Utah's net. Gravel should get the goal. It would be his 19th of the year. Right now, the ECHL app somehow has given Blake Bennett his 31st of the year. But I guess it just is what it is. So I imagine there's going to be some assists on that Gravel goal, but the ECHL app was clearly not off the mark on that one. And it's really sad because, being on a remote broadcast, you're relying on these stats. And, there was a few that were missed on the Utah side the first two games of the series. And we just know that it was Brett Gravel. And, when you put something like Blake Bennett saying that he scored the goal, it makes everybody look bad. So Brett Gravel gets his 19th of the year. We're not sure who got the assist. We do know the time of goal was 14:03 into the first period. We do believe that based on a little bit of a delay after the goal that they went to video replay to confirm that it wasn't kicked in. Even if it was kicked in, it would have been kicked in by a Grizzly into his own net. And I'm not sure that would disallow the goal. Utah did have two power plays in the first period. Parker Bowman got a high sticky minor for Rapid City, 7:07 in. That was when the game was still scoreless. And then when Rapid City had a 1-0 lead, Alex Saliardi had a high sticky minor, 15:02 in. It looked like the Grizzlies might have had one shot in the two power plays. I know the first power play, they didn't get any shots. They might have had one on the second power play. Mick Messner has two shots to lead Utah. Wesley, Burke, Gallant, Bocage, and Mayhew each have one shot. Dante Januzzi was certainly busy in the first period. He saved 16 of 17. Christian Prop for Rapid City, making his rush debut, has saved all 7 he has seen. Will Rydell, the Rapid City defenseman, number 15, leads the way with 4 shots. Mark Duarte has 3 shots. Billy Constantinu, Tyson Helgeson, and Blake Bennett each have 2 shots. Gravel, I imagine he has 2 shots. Right now he's listed as 1, but he did score the goal 14:03 in, and instead they gave him an assist. A few other players with 1 shot, including Alex Aliardi, who has 24 goals this season. Rapid City leads 1-0. They outshot the Grizzlies 17-7. I believe they're going to skate 4-on-4 for the first minute and 24 seconds of the second period. It's certainly a big game in the Mountain Division standings. It doesn't look like there's any other Mountain Division teams except for one. Wichita is playing an out-of-division game against the Iowa Heartlanders, and it's just a tough loss for Wichita, who's trying to climb back into the playoff race as Iowa defeats Wichita 2-1. The Thunder have 8 games left in the regular season after today. They have 54 standings points. They are 3 points behind Allen for 5th and 7 points behind the Grizzlies for 4th. And so that was a critical loss. And last night, Iowa defeated Wichita 3-2. So 2 straight 1-goal losses for the Thunder. And those certainly come at tough times for them as they're trying to climb back into the playoff race. Iowa defeats Wichita 2-1. Other action in the league, Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals defeat Adirondack for the second straight night, 6-2 the final score there, as Norfolk took 2 out of 3 games in the road series at Adirondack. Danny Kadek had 3 goals and 1 assist last night, and he followed it up with 1 goal and 1 assist this evening. Stepan Timofeyev, who scored the game winner this past Monday against the Grizzlies. That was the final game of the set. Utah did get 5 out of 6 standings points in the series. Timofeyev had 1 goal and 2 assists. And Dennis Smirnov, who had the game-winning assist this past Monday, had 2 goals for the Admirals. Former Grizzly Keaton Jameson had 1 assist on the evening. So Norfolk defeats Adirondack 6-2, as the Admirals are now 4 points behind Adirondack for first place in the North Division. Maine defeats Newfoundland 5-3. Worcester over Reading 6-3. South Carolina gets a 3-2 win over Trois-Rivières. It was also a 3-2 final as Cincinnati got a road win against Wheeling. One other game in progress. Second intermission, Kalamazoo leads Indy 2-1. Over at the Monument, Rapid City leads 1-0 as Brett Gravel scored his 19th of the year. I don't care about the ECHL app. I saw the video on the Rush's official account. Oddly enough, the Rush's official account is going to go with the app and say, yeah, that was Blake Bennett, even though I don't even think he was on the ice when Rapid City scored about 14 minutes into the contest. So, with Utah and Wichita being the only Mountain Division opponents, the only Mountain Division teams in action, as well as Rapid City, 3 of the 7 teams are doing battle. This really could be a day for the Grizzlies. If they can come away with a victory, Utah will be tied with Tulsa for 3rd place in the Mountain Division. Tulsa's played 64 games, and today is the Grizzlies' 64th game. Remember, Allen does have 2 games in hand after today, as the Americans have played in 62 games. Utah right now has a 4-point lead, and with a victory, Utah would be 6 points ahead of the Allen Americans for 4th place in the Mountain Division. Of course, Utah at that point would be tied with Tulsa. Seems like the tiebreaker changes every year, or I keep forgetting what the tiebreaker is. I don't think it was head-to-head. It was one of those things last year. I think head-to-head was the second or third tiebreaker, if I remember right. It's hard to really say from year to year. I do know that the Grizzlies this season went 7-2 in 10 games against Tulsa. So if it is head-to-head, Utah would have a tiebreaker against Tulsa, but I'm not sure it is. I think it's regulation wins or something to that effect. Utah has won quite a few games in overtime. But nevertheless, a tie for 3rd place, you're still a playoff team. Obviously, you're looking for the tiebreakers as to 4th and 5th places. Then you're looking at the difference between making the playoffs and not. So Rapid City leads 1-0 as Brett Gravel scored his 19th of the season. We'll come back and go over some NHL scores as well as some college basketball scores. We send our condolences to all the Utah State basketball fans, as today was certainly a tough one. After one period at the Monument, Rapid City leads Utah 1-0. This is the Rio Tinto Kennecott Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
It's Rush 1, Grizzlies nothing, as Brett Gravel scored his 19th of the year, 14:03 into the first period. And maybe there's an inside joke there. The ECHL app still lists Blake Bennett as a goal scorer. I guess the inside joke is Bennett has had such a good offensive season that he can score even if he's nowhere near the puck when the goal gets scored. Bennett has had an outstanding year for Rapid City. He's up to 30 goals this season as he joined Rapid City's 30-goal club. Brandon Cutler this past Monday against Norfolk, and the Grizzlies' last home game joined the 30-goal club, and Cutler added his 31st of the season in the third period on Friday night. A lot of action in the NHL this afternoon. How about this? The Colorado Avalanche overcome a large deficit. Last I checked, they were down 3-0, but in overtime, the Avalanche come away with a 5-4 victory, as at one point, Colorado was behind 3-0. Nathan McKinnon had 1 goal and 2 assists for Colorado, and Sidney Crosby had 1 goal and 3 assists for the Penguins. It was Colorado 5 and Pittsburgh 4. It looks like Pittsburgh's been about a 500 club this season. They've got a record of 30, 30, and 10. And Colorado, a Stanley Cup contender, they've got a record of 46, 20, and 5. Other games have gone final. Washington shuts out Winnipeg 3-0. Actually, that's the only other final. 2 finals in the league. The Avalanche with the comeback victory, and then Washington with a 3-0 win over Winnipeg. After 2 periods, New Jersey leads the Islanders 3-0. After 1, Carolina leads Toronto 2-0. Also after 1, Edmonton and Ottawa are tied at 1, and Florida has a 1-0 lead over Philadelphia. At 6 o'clock, Dallas is at the massive Mullet Arena to take on the Arizona Coyotes. At 6:30, Tampa Bay is at Anaheim. 7 o'clock, the Rush's NHL affiliate, the Calgary Flames, host Buffalo. And also at 7, Montreal is at Seattle. In the NCAA basketball tournament, I feel your pain, Utah State basketball fans. They just ran into a buzzsaw named Big Massive Zach Edey, who's all of 7'4" and close to 300 pounds. Edey had an outstanding game, and Purdue got a 106-67 victory in the Midwest region's second round as Purdue goes to the Sweet 16. And for Utah State, hey, tip your hat, they had a pretty good year. They finished 28-7. Earlier today in the South region, second seed Marquette came away with an 81-77 win over 10th seed Colorado. That was certainly an outstanding game as Marquette goes to the Sweet 16. Late first half, Clemson leads Baylor 32-25. Clemson is the 6th seed, and Baylor is the 3 seed in the West region. And it looks like the Duke Blue Devils are going to be heading to the Sweet 16 as they lead James Madison 74-46. So it's interesting. You know, the first round, obviously, you see quite a few upsets. Second round, it's been all favorites. All favorites on Saturday as the better seed, the higher seed, ended up winning all 8 games. And obviously the 6th seed has a lead against 3rd seed Baylor late in the first half by 7 points, but the top seed won each of the 2 games that have gone final in Purdue and Marquette. And Duke's the 4th seed facing the 12th seed James Madison, and they have a 28-point lead. So the first round's been about the upsets, and the second rounds have been about the favorites dominating action. At 5 o'clock, 12th seed Grand Canyon University and their massive advertising budget take on 4th seeded Alabama. That's going to be a fun one. At 5:45 in the East region, Northwestern takes on top seed and defending national champion UConn. UConn's a 14-point favorite. They are 32-3 this season. At 6:40, a game I'm really looking forward to after the Grizzlies game, Texas A&M is taking on number 1 seed Houston in the South region. And at 7:40, the Yale Bulldogs take on San Diego State. San Diego State is the 5 seed, and they're a 5.5-point favorite in the East region. When we come back, we'll have second period action over at the Monument. Brett Gravel scored 14:03 into the first period as the Rush lead 1-0. I believe we're going to skate 4-on-4 to start the second period for the first minute and a half. This has been the Rio Tinto Kennecott Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Rush lead 1-0 heading into the second period, and all is right with the world. The ECHL stats have corrected themselves. Brett Gravel officially listed with the goal. They gave the assist to Kenton Helgeson and Peter Muzica. Kenton Helgeson was one of Rapid City's more active defensemen in the first period. And for Peter Muzica, it's his second assist as a pro. He played in college earlier this season. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a good second period in them. Utah's been a pretty good third period club, and obviously, with it being the third game in less than 48 hours, it's going to be tough to play catch up on a day like today. I mean, Utah's done a great job coming back in games, but obviously you don't want to keep playing from behind, especially on the road against a team that does have some talented forwards in Rapid City. We'll see if Alex Bocage can get going. He had one shot in the first period. He averages just about 5 shots per game, and Bocage seemed to be around the puck all first period. I imagine we're going to see a lot of Kyle Mayhew and Josh Wesley. Looks like those two are on the ice right now, as we are going to skate 4-on-4 to start the second period. Cutler and Stapley are the two forwards for the Grizzlies. Brett Gravel and Mark Duarte are the two forwards for Rapid City. As there's 20 minutes on the scoreboard clock in the Monument, Rapid City wins the draw. Grizzlies skate from left to right in the second period as we see it on Flow Sports. Your mind's eye see it on YouTube. Action deep in the rush zone as Rapid City trying to play a bit of a slowdown game. Now they'll race out to center ice. They cross center. They enter the zone 3-on-3. Constantinu, left side, chips it towards the middle. Righty shot is blocked by Mayhew. Far side, Rapid City stops at the point. Gravel will backhand it towards the far corner as Rapid City drifts it up top. As Rush to the right side, Constantinu gets around Cutler towards the far circle. He'll take a righty shot that hits the side of the net. Puck towards the far goal line. Both teams hacking away. Duarte skates towards the right point, and he'll veer off to the left. Duarte now in the near circles. He's being shadowed by Stapley as Duarte will get air under it as the puck hippity-hops towards the far circle. Grizzlies poke it ahead. Rapid City plays it. Was it with a high stick? Constantino gets it. No, they say it's legal as Constantino angles it to his right between the legs of Davis, who couldn't get it, as Wesley will throw it across as we're late in the 4-on-4 situation as we're a minute into the second. Rush still lead 1-0. Wesley steps over the line left side, and he'll push it in slowly as he comes off the ice. Burke and Bocage chase after it. Hoffman taps it off the near boards as Davis angles it to his right. Pass goes to Aliardi, who swings and misses, drops it for Tyson Helgeson. Backhand shot goes wide. Near side, Grizzlies get it. Burke, right wing, crosses center ice. He's got good speed. He steps over the line, stops, drops it for Bocage, who skates down the middle looking for a backhand shot and fanned on it. As looks like we're back to skating 5-on-5. Rush, saucer it ahead as they enter the zone. Bowman skates towards the bench out of the penalty box as Grizzlies will play it behind their net. Januzzi throws to the far side. Stucker steers it towards the near corner. It looked like it bounced off one of the officials. As now it goes to the far corner. Grizzlies have it with Wickers. Wickers, familiar with the Rapid City surroundings. He played 2 years there. He'll chip it ahead. Rapid City gets it back. Rush skating from right to left. Muzyka crosses center ice. And the big 6'3" defenseman throws it in. Stucker throws it in front of his net as it goes to Glant, who pushes to Aragon. Back to Glant, who's got great speed. He crosses center ice. He'll shovel it in as it goes deep into the rush zone, chasing after it. Aragon over the near side. He gets pushed by Muzyka. Berg over there, but the puck goes to Rapid City. Rush, get it out to center ice. It bounced off the skater, and it goes back to Utah. Aragon moves to his left. Penner over to Berg. Berg, right side, stops, skates towards his left, and Rapid City pokes it away. Rush have it in the near side as Blake Bennett, who's got 30 goals this season, will advance it to center ice. Rush will steer it back as Bennett steps over the line. He'll tap it off a Corbett's stick. Liam Dennison, the 5'9" defenseman, gets it back towards Corbett, who steers it towards the near side to Penner. Penner will loft it into the far side as puck deep in the rush zone, run down by Constantino. 3 minutes into the second period, Rush lead 1-0. Long-range pass towards Bowman, bounced off of him. It goes deep in the Grizzlies zone. Bowman, far side, gets it up top. Rush over the high slot, skeet towards their left. As Constantino, who's got long hair, will toss to the far side. It's taken by Rydell, who skates towards the far goal line. He stops, pivots, skates back towards the far point as he'll chip it out in front. And the swing and a miss by Jake Stella. Stella near side gets it across. Now back, sharp angled shot. Bounces off a Grizzly. Stella, far side, gets it up top. Bowman, high slot, lefty shot. It is blocked away and it goes out of play as there's 16:29 left in the second. So the draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Last game of the 3-game set. Utah won 5-3 on Friday. Rapid City returned the favor with a 4-3 victory. Looks like it's a light crowd, but it appears, from what I hear, that there's a snowstorm in the Rapid City area. And so traveling is probably tough for a lot of the Rapid City natives. Brett Davis will take the draw against Brett Stapley. Stapley pushes Duarte. It's Duarte that took the draw. Stapley wins it either way. As Fitz ahead to Stapley, right side, he steps over center ice, trying to get ahead to Fitz. Fitz chasing after it as he gets pushed by Duarte. As Fitz gets pushed along the wall by Janelle near corner. Now Janelle gets it back. Actually, Fitz takes it, gets it to Cutler, who danced around the near goal line. He chips it out to Fitz, who couldn't handle it. Left side, Wickers over to the far corner for Stapley, across to Cutler, who spins it up top for Stucker, right point. Stucker fires towards the net. It's blocked by Janelle, as Janelle will move it out to center ice as Fitz trips up Rapid City. Gravel over there, Duarte, and Fitz with a big collision. They are going to call the trip on Fitz as it's touched up by Cutler, as it's going to be Rapid City's first power play of the game. And it looked like a good call by Tyler Haskell as Dylan Fitz tripped up the rush skater at neutral ice. And it might have been a good penalty for Fitz to take if Rapid City would have gotten behind him. It would have been an odd man break for the rush. So Dylan Fitz gets 2 minutes. I believe it's for tripping. 15:46 left in the second. Rapid City leads 1-0 as the draw is going to be back towards Dante Januzzi in the near circle. Gallant will take the faceoff for the Grizz, the Western Michigan product. He's got a point in 3 of his last 5 games. Gallant has 43 points in 59 games. Draw won by Rapid City. They get to Bennett in the high slot. He'll push it towards his left as Aliardi skates towards the left point. Now veers off to the right. Aliardi, high slot, slap shot, saved by Januzzi. Now Aliardi, shot far side. Januzzi gets pushed into his own net. Rapid City wants to go. Goals are hacking away, and the referee hasn't signaled anything. He raises his right arm in the air as Rapid City took a shot. Aliardi from the far side, and then Januzzi got nudged into his own net. Players of both teams were hacking away, and now it looks like the officials are going to talk it over. One of the linesmen, as well as Tyler Haskell, the referee, as Januzzi gets back to his feet. 15:27 left in the second, and 1:42 left in Rapid City's first power play of the game. Rush have the 28th ranked power play in the league at 15.7%. Grizzlies penalty kill is an even 75% this season, as the Grizzlies with a 4-man huddle right in front of Januzzi, and Rapid City with a 5-man huddle as well. As I imagine they're going to go to video replay. Tyler Haskell, as now both teams will skate towards their bench, as Haskell is looking at a tablet. And I don't think we're going to get a replay, unfortunately, as the Rush took a shot, and then Januzzi, just kind of fell into his own net. Whether the puck crossed the goal line, and whether, obviously if it's a Grizzly player that, gets thrown into Januzzi by themselves, then whatever happens to Januzzi is incidental. And, if the puck crosses the goal line, then it'd be 2-0 Rush. Haskell continues to look at the tablet back and forth, as there's 15:27 left in the second period. The Rush video board, the score bug has given them a second goal. So, we didn't see Haskell signal that it was a good goal. He just raised his right arm in the air. When the whistle, we believe, blew, we don't hear any of the natural sounds over in Rapid City. It's either 1-0 or 2-0 Rush. As right now the scoreboard has 2-0 Rush, but we didn't see a definitive signal from Haskell saying it was a good goal or not. So we're not really sure of what the call on the ice is, as we're left in the dark here, unfortunately. As Haskell continues to look at it, he's taking a good long look at it. Obviously, it's an important game for both teams. Looks like if Rapid City does score, it would be Brett Davis. And Haskell signals a good goal. It's 2-0 Rapid City. As Ryan Kanaswich is going to get an explanation as Tyler Haskell skates towards him. It's a power play goal for Rapid City, we believe. Well, hard to believe, we believe it might have been Brett Davis, although we've learned that that can be unreliable from time to time. It's 2-0 Rapid City. As let's see, the shot was taken from Aliardi. Davis was hacking away, and it probably was Davis. There was another Rush player along the near goal line as Januzzi got thrown into his own net. It didn't look like Davis's momentum pushed him in. Couldn't really tell from there where the puck crossed the goal line, but they say it did. So it's 2-0 Rush. As Grizzlies 4.5 minutes into the second period are needing to play catch-up as we're back to skating 5-on-5. Grizzlies win the draw. Stucker ahead to the right side as Berg dumps it in. Berg out there with Penner and Aragon today. Rapid City rolls along the near side. Stucker gets it towards Berg. It's taken away. Brett Davis, who scored the power play goal, now gets to Aliardi. Right side, righty shot. And that goes wide as he missed glove side on Januzzi. Left side shot. Glove saved by Januzzi. As he holds on, 15:01 left in the second, as the first shot was taken by Aliardi from the right side wide. It went towards the left point, and we couldn't see who the shooter was, but Januzzi made a glove save and stopped play. As we're about a fourth of the way through the second period, Rush got a first period goal from Brett Gravel, and we believe Brett Davis scored for Rapid City his fifth of the year on the power play, 4.5 minutes in. Duarte will take the draw against Stapley near side. The draw won by Utah. Wesley throws to Mayhew behind Utah's net. As Mayhew loses it, the puck squirts to the right side. Hoffman gathers it. Righty shot. Saved by Januzzi. Rebound goes to the far side. Duarte gets it towards the far circle. Lefty shot goes wide as St. Ange missed stick side on Januzzi near corner. Grizzlies deliver a hit, and Helgeson will bounce it off of Wesley. It's Tyson Helgeson. Right side, righty shot goes wide. That was taken by Hoffman. As Wesley in the area with St. Ange, who goes down. Stapley gets pushed in the back by Tyson Helgeson. Grizzlies come out with it. 3-on-1. Grizzlies step over the line. Left circle. Siren pass shot. And it goes just wide as Cutler was looking for Fitz out in front. And Fitz just couldn't connect on it. As far corner, Mayhew centers it. It bounced off a Rush stick. Rapid City gets to the near side, and they'll lift it high into the air. Gentle push and a mild arc. And the old biscuit goes towards the Utah blue line. Cutler bats it towards Rush territory with his glove, and it's a hand pass on Utah as play is stopped with 14:07 left in the second. So draw's going to be in Rush territory, neutral ice, as Grizzlies have Messner out there with Berg. Berg was a key addition for the Grizzlies. Really, it was a good trade by Ryan Kanasowicz about a month into the season, getting him from the Cincinnati Cyclones. Luke Manning will take the draw. Manning had an outstanding year at the University of St. Thomas. In fact, he had a pretty good 4-year run at St. Thomas. Grizzlies win the draw. Corbett gets it to Dennison in his third game as a pro. Right side to Manning, who steps over the line. He'll chip it to his right for Berg. Berg along the near side, gets pushed along the glass. Puck goes back to the right point. Bowman battles with Corbett. As now Berg trying to break free of a double team. As Bowman holds his ground, Corbett gets it in the right point. He skates towards his left. High slot, lefty shot gets redirected and goes wide as it bounced off of Aragon. Grizzlies skate to the right side. Manning loses his balance. Make that Messner losing his balance. Dennison will skate back into his own zone. And we see Januzzi skating off the ice. It's a delayed penalty, and it's going to be on Rapid City. So Utah will be back on the power play. 6.5 minutes into the second period. Grizzlies with a right wing pass to Stapley. It connects. He'll skate over the line right side. Now Stapley over to the near goal line. Wraps it around the boards. Left point. Wesley collided with a teammate, and the puck exits the zone. Now back to Cutler, who's in his own end. Cutler far side across to Wesley. Wesley along the near side in his own zone. Back to Gallant. Gallant down the middle, still in the Utah's end. Well, dropping off as the Grizzlies get to Bocage, who crosses center ice. Bocage over the line right side. Drops it off for Cutler across to Stapley right side. He'll move it to his left as the Grizzlies get it up top to Wesley. Wesley fakes to his right, gets it to the left side for Wickers. It tapped off his stick. Rapid City touches up. And so the power play will begin for Utah as there's 12:46 left in the second period. It's the Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing as the Grizz will get their third power play of the afternoon when we come back in 1 minute as Utah is still looking for their optimum first goal of the game score. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
It's the Rush 2, Grizzlies nothing. 12:46 left in the second period as Utah's on a power play. As a penalty was Peter Muzica getting 2 minutes for tripping, 7:14 into the second period. Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 8-0 in the second period and 25-7 for the contest. Utah wins the draw left side. Grizz feed it to the far circle. Now up top to Stapley over to the left side. Bocage fakes a one-timer. He gathers it. Shot is blocked. And the momentum of the puck goes all the way out to center ice. Mayhew stops to the center red line, drops it for Bocage, who gets it back to the Grizzly zone. Now right wing chip to Bocage, who gets it. He'll skate over the line. He'll drop it for Stapley, who gets up top to Mayhew. Now towards Fitz as Aliardi gets his stick in the way. Left side, Grizzlies will get to Stapley, right point. Stapley will drop it back to the high slot for Mayhew across to Bocage. One-timer is blocked. Lots of block shots by the Rush. It was Hoffman that time. Mayhew over to Stapley, right side. Stapley in the circle. Toe drag. Shot kick saved by Prop. And the Rush clear it out. Boy, that same move, Brett Stapley scored time and time again this season. But Prop's done a good job for Rapid City, saving the first 8 he's seen. Stapley over the line. Drifts towards the near corner. Now he gets up top to Mayhew, who directs it to his left. Fits in the far circle. Gets to Bocage, who dances around. Halfway through the power play. Mayhew over to Stapley right side. Centers to Cutler. Shot saved by Prop. Everybody hacking away. Fitz gets pushed in the back by Tyson Helgeson. And it looks like Prop is covered up. And 2 Rush players are really going after Dylan Fitz with some ferocity. Tyson Helgeson and another Rush skater put Fitz in a bear hug. And, Fitz not really sure why. I mean, Rapid City just trying to, in their eyes, protect their goaltender. Dylan Fitz is hoping that there was enough aggressiveness that the referee would call a penalty. Either way, it's still 2-0 Rush as there's 46 seconds left in the power play as both teams will cease and desist and will reshuffle the deck personnel-wise. The Grizzlies will get Cole Gallant and company out there as the draw is going to stay in the rush zone. Utah's already had 2 shots on this power play as they're still looking for their first goal. It's the Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing. Gallant will take the draw for the Grizz. And he wins it. Grizzlies skate from left to right here in the second period. Grizz in the attack zone as Utah feeds it to the end boards. Grizzlies drop it back up top. As left side, Wesley, who's got 7 power play goals this season, chips it around Rapid City's net to the near side for Manning, who spins it up top. Gallant will throw it towards the middle. Rapid City picks it off and clears it out. Burt chases after it. Januzzi behind his net. Will hold on to the puck. And so he'll get it towards Wesley near side. As Wesley crosses center ice, he'll drop it back as we got 10 seconds left in the power play. Grizzlies, far side get to Gallant. He gets pushed in the far corner as the puck glides back from one corner to the other. Coming out of the penalty box is Peter Muzica. Grizzlies re-enter from the far side. Gallant stops. Will drop it for the far corner. Grizzlies around the net, feather it out in front of Messner. It glances off of him and goes towards the end boards. Now Messner battles with Muzica as Aragon gets boxed out by Rapid City at the near goal line. Burke delivers a big hit as Rapid City gets it. As Utah trips him, it's going to be a penalty on Messner as he tripped up a rush skater, and Keanu Yamamoto in particular, as Yamamoto was right at the Utah blue line skating towards neutral ice. That was a good call by the referee as Messner gets 2 minutes for tripping, and Rapid City goes back on the power play. They lead 2-0 with 10:23 left in the second. If you're Messner, no need to even argue the call as Yamamoto got tripped up by Messner, and that's one that every official is going to make every time. Keanu Yamamoto drew the penalty. He's got 16 goals and 21 assists this season. Brett Davis will take the draw for Rapid City. He's taken quite a few of the big face-offs for Rapid City. Penner will take it for Utah, and it's won by the Rush. Bennett gets the puck on the left side. He's got 30 goals this season. Over towards Aliardi. He'll skate towards his right. Aliardi, high slot shot is blocked by Penner. It goes out to neutral ice. Aliardi gets chased by Aragon as he re-enters from the right side. Aliardi will bounce it towards the middle. It's taken away by Penner, who will bank it off the near boards and goes all the way towards Christian Propp, the Rapid City goaltender. Constantino behind his net gets pushed by Aragon. Rapid City gets there first with good speed. Penner along the near side. Riley St. Ange, one of the faster rush skaters over there, challenges Penner at center ice. Penner right wing will dump it back in as Propp behind his net will get to Constantino, who had a pretty good series at Maverick Center a couple weeks ago where Utah went 1-1-1 against the Rush. St. Ange crosses center ice. He'll dump it into the far corner. He's got outstanding speed. He gets the puck as he gets pushed by Stucker. St. Ange feeds it up top right point as the puck hippity hops over Constantino's stick. Grizzlies get it ahead. Far side, Gallant skates towards the near goal line and around Rapid City's net as he didn't have a shooting angle. As he gets double teamed, Rapid City takes it away. As Rush cross center ice, they step over the line and Coella dumps into the corner. Maurizio Coella gets blasted by Wesley. As the Rush get to the far goal line and they survey. 40 seconds left in the power play. It's Rush 2, Grizzlies nothing. Gravel feeds it up top. One-timer goes wide. That was taken by Will Rydell. As puck lines towards the far boards, Rapid City gets it as they're still in the power play for the next 30 seconds. Rydell fakes it to Gravel and pushes to his right. Rapid City, far circle. Surveys. They dance around the far corner. Now down the middle to Gravel. Take a lefty shot, and it's blocked. Great block by Utah. I couldn't tell who that was. Rydell at neutral ice, back into his own zone. As I believe that was Gallant that blocked the shot. Near side, Rapid City re-enters. As Gravel gets it taken away by Wesley, who clears it out. And that'll do it for the power play as Mick Messner will come out of the box. Successful penalty kill for the Grizz. Rapid City re-enters left side. Gravel drops it for Coella, who centers it out in front. It's sticked away by Januzzi. Puck to the far corner, deep in Utah's zone. And let's see, we get a whistle. 8:13 left in the second. It looks like holding's going to be the call. Who's going to be on? Oh, it's another Grizzlies penalty as Kyle Mayhew goes to the box. Rapid City's back in the power play when we come back. 8:13 left in the second. It's the Rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's Fresh.
It's a rush 2 and the Grizzlies nothing. Rapid City back on the power play as we believe Kyle Mayhew got 2 minutes for holding as Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 26-10. As Rush have a big shot edge in the second period as Rapid City wins the draw. Bennett over to the right side as Rapid City dangles. Now they feed it to the far circle. Rush skate back towards the point and direct it across to Bennett, who fumbles the puck. He keeps it in, though, as he'll chip it towards Davis, who gets to Aliardi near side. He'll push to his right. High slot, Rapid City. Constantino dance around over on the right side over to Bennett. The high slot, he moves it to Aliardi, who gets to the far circle. Rapid City skates towards the high slot. Davis drops it up. Now Constantino, high slot, righty shot is blocked away by Januzzi as Rush get around Januzzi's net towards the far side. The Rush get it up top right side. Rapid City feeds it to the far goal line as Rapid City, I think that's Davis, right side. Lefty shot is blocked away by Januzzi. Aliardi keeps it in the left point. He'll skate towards his right. He's now in the high slot. Slap shot, saved by Januzzi. And Dante gathers it and holds on. That one looked like it got him near the neck, as looks like he's limping, or not limping, but helmet comes off a little bit, and it looks like that one shook him up just a bit. 107's left in the Rapid City power play. 7:19 left in the second. As Aliardi with an old-school slap shot from the high slot. And Januzzi, that one looked like it got him around the neck. As he was able to hold on, but Januzzi, we imagine, is back to his feet. As looks like we're going to get back to action, as both teams will get some new personnel on the ice. I would say some fresh bodies, but nobody's fresh here in the third game in less than 48 hours. Penner will take the draw against Duarte. 106 left in the power play. Rapid City wins the faceoff, but the puck squirts towards center ice. It glanced off a Rush stick. Big time hit delivered by Aragon as puck ends up in the Rapid City zone. Rush have the puck far circle as they skate from right to left in the second period. As Rapid City gets to neutralize, now they cross center. As Rydell skates over the line and lose the puck, Grizzlies throw it back into Rush territory. It's gathered by Yamamoto at the Rapid City blue line. He'll move it to his left for Gravel, who skates over the line. It drops it off for Coella, who gets it back towards Gravel, two of Rapid City's more dependable forwards. High slot, Rydell skates towards his right. Now push a backhand shot, pass towards the right point. Now Rydell gets to his left as Yamamoto along the near boards gets to Rydell, back to Yamamoto. Near circle, push to the near goal line. Rush get up top to Rydell. One-timer, saved by Januzzi. And Dante gathers it about waist high and holds on with 16 seconds left in the Rapid City power play. What's interesting, you think about the shot count yesterday and the Grizzlies doubling up Rapid City 58-30. Rapid City's just about tripled the Grizzlies in the shot count, 28-10. 6:28 left in the second. 16 seconds left in the power play. Luke Manning will take the draw for Utah. As it's Coella for Rapid City, one of the more dependable forwards. Coella hasn't missed a game yet this year. As Rush won the draw, Tyson Helgeson, left side, gets it across. Right side, Rapid City, dance around the far goal line late in the power play. As we get it across, puck bounced off a stick and flies out of play. As we get a whistle with 6:15 left in the second. 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. And really, if you're the Grizzlies, if you can win the faceoff and time it to where Mayhew comes out of the box, you maybe, if you get a long-range pass out there, could get a potential breakaway. But you got to win the faceoff and time it right with Mayhew coming out of the box. As Manning, and even then, icing could get negated. Rapid City won the faceoff. They won the majority of draws here tonight. High slot, lefty shot, saved by Januzzi. As Mayhew's out of the box, we're skating 5-on-5. He'll join the play. As puck goes back to Rapid City, Mayhew chasing after Tyson Helgeson. Mayhew pokes into the near corner as Helgeson boxes out Mayhew along the boards. Puck goes to Riley Janelle near side. As he'll glide it to his right. Rush advances to the left. It bounced off a Bowman stick and it goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Bowman collides with the Grizzly, who gives a good shoulder check. As a Rush near corner. As Bowman continues to get held up, this time by Dennison. Rush down the middle, shot saved by Januzzi. He holds on with 5:38 left in the second. Rush have taken 30 shots to the Grizzlies 10, 5:38 left in the second period. There's a timeout on the ice as Rapid City has one goal in the first, one in the second. We're still looking for the Optum first goal of the game score for the Grizz. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
It's Rapid City 2, Utah nothing, 5:38 left in the second period. As we'll see if the Grizzlies can find a way to get on the board here late in the second. Stapley will take the draw near side. And it's won by him as Quinn Wickers, the former rush skater, over to Dennison, far side. Dennison will outlet it to center ice. Grizzlies try to find Stapley at the line. He overskates it. Rapid City moves it ahead. It bounced off of Bowman, who tried to drop it for Stella as the puck goes back to Utah in front of Januzzi's net. As Stapley moves to his left, Grizzlies step over the line and skeet towards the far circle. Lefty shot is blocked by Prop. Puck hippity hops towards the near boards. Grizzlies get it. They're in the attack zone as Cutler will nudge it to his left. Lefty shot is blocked away. Puck along the end boards. Fitz over there. Battles. Stapley looking nearby as a 2-on-2 scrum. As the puck saws towards Fitz, far side. He gets it up top. As Cutler over to Wickers. He dances to his left. He's in the high slot. He'll bank it off the near boards. Grizzlies chase after it right side as Cutler will fly it off of Bowman. As the puck bounces in the far side, Dennison will steer it towards the far corner. Fits in the area. Cutler shot saved by Prop. High slot. Stapley shot saved by Prop again. Now Stapley far circle still has it. He'll skate towards the far corner. He stops, pivots, and skates back towards the far circle. Siren pass to Cutler. Lefty shot, save, rebound shot. Kick saved by Prop as Fitz had a good second chance after Cutler took the first shot. Left side, Mayhew fires towards the net. Prop makes the save, and Rapid City does a good job boxing out. Puck still alive. 4:08 left in the second. Stapley gets up top to Mayhew, ice slot. Over to Cutler, back to Wesley. Right side shot is blocked away by Stella as Wesley over to Mayhew. Left side, he'll take a shot. Saved by Prop. And Rapid City gets the rebound, and they'll tap it off the near boards. So like Grizzlies with 4 shots over the last minute. Looking for that first goal. Grizzlies over the line. Mayhew over to Cutler. Back towards Mayhew. And so get it over to Cutler. High slot. Lefty shot is saved by Prop. Puck flies towards the far side. It's still in the rush zone. Grizzlies far circle. Skate towards their left. Bocage with a shot. And he scores! Alex Bocage gets his 10th in a Utah uniform. And it's now a 2-1 game. Bocage with his 9th in a Utah uniform as he just fired away over Christian Prop. And for the Grizzlies, 7 shots over the last minute and a half as they really stepped up the urgency to get the first goal. And Alex Bocage for the second straight night is the Optum first goal of the game scorer. It's now the Rush 2 and the Grizzlies 1 as Utah's got all sorts of momentum here in the latter portion of the second frame. As Utah wins the draw, as Wickers over to Stucker, who moves it ahead. Right wing pass, bounces off the boards. As the Rush, Rydell will throw it to Stucker of the Grizzlies. As remember, Utah is a team that scores in bunches. As Wickers over to Stucker in the near corner. Stucker will outlet it to center ice. It bounced off of Gallant. And Gallant near goal line. Centers it out in front to Burke. It taps off a stick and rolls towards the near side. As Rapid City will hippity hop the puck out to neutral ice. Now Constantinu gets it. He's in the far circle. And so he'll push it towards the Grizzlies zone onto Januzzi, who sticks it As it goes towards the end boards, Wickers will diagonal it to the right. Nobody home as Tyson Helgeson chases after it. And Utah gets called for icing with 2:50 left in the second. So draw comes back towards Dante Januzzi. The shot count was 30-10 before the last timeout. And the Grizzlies with 7 shots. Looks like they have woken up. And looks like it's going to be an interesting race to the finish line here today. Series is on the line. Both teams have 1 goal against the other. As the draw won by Utah. As the Grizzlies lifted out to center ice. Puck bounces at center. And it's taken by Berg, who keeps it. Well, it looked like Berg got hit along the boards, then skated into the zone as the officials have called him for offside, as the timing of the play was just messed up just a little bit. Well, according to the ECHL app, as we've learned today, isn't always reliable. They've given the goal to Nathan Burke. We'll have to check a replay on the Grizzlies' social media accounts to find out just exactly who got the goal. As draw neutralized, won by the Grizzlies. They skate from left to right here in the period. We believe it was Bocage, though, getting his 9th in a Utah uniform. And it's important because it's the Optum first goal of the game score, obviously. Rush at center ice, get it. Down the middle is Gravel. He's got a breakaway lefty shot and scores. Brett Gravel fired it over Januzzi's right shoulder, and it's now a 3-1 Rush lead. As Gravel gets the 2nd of the night and 20th of the season. As long-range pass connected to Gravel, it was at the Utah blue line, and he pretty much had a breakaway down the middle. Didn't have a whole lot of time as he was being chased by Wickers. As Gravel really had no choice but to go top shelf right over Januzzi's right shoulder as Wickers was chasing him from the right side. So it's the Rush 3 and the Grizzlies 1. As Utah looked like they had all sorts of momentum, but Rapid City gets it back with the breakaway goal scored by Brett Gravel. Drop goes all the way deep into the Rush zone, chasing after its Fitz. Kenton Helgeson gets there first as Rapid City lifts it out the center ice. Riley St. Ange gets it 2-on-2. St. Ange far circle lefty shot. Glove save by Januzzi. 2:11 left in the second as Dante holds on. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. As Utah once again down by 2. Now, we do know Utah has been a strong third-period club, and Rapid City has really struggled in the third frames. But just like yesterday, it's tough to play catch-up, especially on the road, and especially the third game in 48 days. But that's what the Grizzlies have in front of them over the final 22 minutes and 11 seconds of regulation. On their Gravel goal, they gave the assist to the goaltender Christian Prop. So that would be Prop's first professional point. The draw won by the Grizzlies as Rapid City took it away far side as the Rush. Parker Bowman around Utah's net towards the near side. He gets taken off the puck. Great defensive play by Luke Manning as the puck goes to the far corner. Grizzlies gallop after it. Utah will lift it out to center ice. Grizzlies will fire it in as Gallant chasing after it. He's over in the near corner. He gets spun around, make that Aragon. Aragon has the puck go over his stick. Manning back to Aragon, far goal line. He feeds it up top. Mayhew, left side, shot is blocked. Rapid City will drag it out to center ice, left wing. They cross center, and the Rush will dump it in. Januzzi behind his net. Gets it towards Wesley. Back to Mayhew. Puck along the far side out of neutral ice. Grizzlies skate towards their right. Bocage pushes ahead towards Gallant. It goes deep into the Rush zone. Gallant chases after it. Rush spin it to the near side. Bennett in the area as the puck bounced off an official. As Rush gets to center ice, Davis gets challenged by Bocage, but Davis gets to the red line and throws it in. Wesley has it behind Januzzi's net as now there's 1 minute in the second period and counting. Wesley will bounce it off a Rush knee as it goes to Gallant, who left wings it down the middle for Burke. Burke over the line will chip it to the far corner. Rydell chasing after it. Burke delivers a push as action to Prop's right. Grizzlies try to feather it out in front. It bounced off a stick as Gallant gets it to Mayhew on the right point. Crossed as Wesley fires towards the net, saved by Prop. Puck still alive, far side. Aliardi will saucer it ahead as the puck bounces in the high slot. Now the Rush will carry it across center ice, 3-on-3. Davis gets to Aliardi, far side. He skates in, couldn't get a shot off. He keeps it, throws it to the high slot. Lefty shot is swung and missed by Tyson Helgeson. 20 seconds left. Bocage, right wing, crosses center ice. He'll throw it in as Helgeson gathers it, and we'll throw it to the near side. 12 seconds left in the period. Grizzlies throw it to the middle, pass incomplete. As Aliardi crosses center, 2-on-4. He fakes a slap shot, skates in. Aliardi now loses it as he gets spun around far side. Centering pass shot And Januzzi makes the save. As the Rush had the puck on the far side, tried to center it out in front to Helgeson, and Januzzi was able to gather it as there's 1.2 seconds left in the second. It's the Rush 3 and the Grizzlies 1. Rapid City has doubled up the Grizzlies in shots 34-17. And it's really been in spurts. The Grizzlies obviously was 30-10 at one point, and then the Grizzlies responded with 7 unanswered shots, and Rapid City now has taken 4 in a row. Off the draw, Hoffman shot saved by Januzzi at the buzzer, and that will do it for 40 minutes over at the Monument, as Rapid City scored 1 in the first and 2 in the second. Grizzlies got on the board as it's either Bocage or a redirection out in front. Bocage was the one that took the initial shot. There was Burke out in front, and according to the off-ice officials, they say Burke redirected it. Either way, it's 3-1 Rush heading into the third period. As Grizzlies, for the second straight night, will be looking for a comeback attempt. We'll come back and recap the first 2 periods, and we'll also go over some scores from around the world of sports. After 2 frames, it's the Rush 3 and the Grizzlies 1. This is Utah Grizzlies Hockey, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value, from huge breakfasts to delicious lunches and hearty dinners. Black Bear Diner has more for you. So get more when you want it, the way you want it, and get it today.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner. Black Bear Diner.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our families' tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
It's Rapid City 3, Utah 1 after 2 periods. I'm Tyson Whiting. The Rush scored the first 2 goals of the game. Brett Gravel scored 14:03 into the contest with Kenton Helgeson and Peter Muzica getting the assists. Rush led 1-0 after 1. They outshot the Grizzlies 17-7. In the second period, Rapid City had a 16-11 shot edge. Alex Aliardi got a power play goal, 4:33 in. It's listed as unassisted. As he took the shot from the far side, Januzzi lost his balance and went down. And we never saw any definitive replay, but the puck apparently had crossed the goal line. Brett Davis was trying to hack it in. But either way, the Rush took a 2-0 lead with a power play goal, 4:33 in. Rapid City is 1 for 3 on the power play. Grizzlies are 0 for 3. Grizzlies got on the board, and every hockey broadcaster's worst nightmare are those redirections. And those are going to be the type of goals that when you playoff games, those are the type of playoff goals you score. But if you're a broadcaster trying to figure out who scored a goal, those can certainly be difficult. Burke was in front of the net. Bocage fired away. And according to the off-ice officials, Burke redirected the Bocage shot. And so Burke is the opt-in first goal of the game score as it sits right now, with Bocage and Cutler getting the assist. That made it a 2-1 game. And we always say after a goal gets scored, what kind of happens those first 2 shifts after the goal gets scored? Well, a minute and 8 seconds after Burke scored to make it 2-1, it was Brett Gravel who got a breakaway. They gave the assist to the goaltender, Christian Propp. So Propp with a 3/4 of the length of the ice outlet pass connected to Gravel. Gravel got the puck, skated down the middle. He didn't have a whole lot of extra time to put together a fancy move as Quinn Wickers was chasing him from Gravel's right. Gravel was just skating down the middle and fired it over Januzzi's right shoulder to make it a 3-1 game, and that's where we sit right now. We had mentioned a lot yesterday, and we're probably going to mention it quite a bit here today, that Utah has been a good third period club, and Rapid City has struggled a lot in the third periods of games. In fact, the third period is by far Rapid City's worst period of the year. In the first period, Rapid City's pretty good. Including today's game, they're just a -2 in the goal differential. In the second period, they're a -12, but in the third periods this season, Rapid City is a -38 in the goal differential. They've allowed 97 goals, and they have scored 59. So, this one's not over yet, as the Grizzlies, really since Christmas, have been a strong third period club. In fact, over the last 27 games, the Grizzlies have outscored opponents 44-26 in the third periods. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a comeback attempt in them. Obviously, 2 of the last 3 Saturdays were miracle comeback wins. March 9th, the Grizzlies overcame a 4-2 deficit against Rapid City. Brandon Cutler scored 2 third-period goals, and then Alex Bocage got the game winner. Obviously, everybody 8 days ago is still talking about the Military Night Miracle, where the Grizzlies overcame a 4-1 deficit by scoring 3 goals in a 68-second stretch with about 3 minutes to 2 minutes left in the third period. And then Josh Wesley scored the overtime game winner. Even last night in a losing effort, Rapid City had a 4-1 lead when Will Rydell scored 11:55 in. Wesley and Mayhew scored 45 seconds apart, and with about 7 minutes left in regulation, it was a 1-goal game. So we've seen the Grizzlies score in bunches, and we've seen the Grizzlies in particular in the third period. Once they get that first goal, it just creates all sorts of momentum. Do they have it in them? Third game in 48 hours, do they have that sort of momentum in them to make a comeback attempt? I do know one thing. It's going to be more difficult as the third period progresses. The Grizzlies are one of the more well-conditioned teams, and obviously they do train and play in altitude. If I remember right, Rapid City's got some altitude to their in their building as well. We'll see what happens in the third period as Utah is looking to win the series, and it's certainly critical for the Grizz to pick up 2 standings points tonight, considering they've got 8 games left in the regular season, 5 of which against the Idaho Steelheads, and then the first-place Kansas City Mavericks make their only visit to Maverik Center this season, the first week of April. Don't forget next week to get your tickets for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday's games. All 3 games of the Idaho series later this week will be at 7 o'clock. Wednesday night's going to be a Smith's Family Night. That's the opener of the 3-game set. And with Smith's Family Nights, tickets start just $10, or it's $4, 4 tickets for $40, just $10 per ticket. And then if you get more than 4 tickets, it's $10 for each additional ticket. It starts at 4 tickets for $40, and then $10 for each additional ticket. Friday night's going to be an AFCU Friday, where tickets start just $10 when you pay using our AFCU debit or credit card at the Maverik Center box office. Saturday is going to be a fun one as well, the series finale between Utah and Idaho later this week at Maverik Center. And then Tattleheads, Kansas City Mavericks come to town. That's going to be a Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday series. The final game of the homestand is going to be Fan Appreciation Night against Kansas City on Saturday, April 6th. So over the next 2 weeks, Utah's got 6 home games, the final 6 home games of the regular season. Remember, the Grizzlies have been an outstanding team at home this season. They are 19-9-2 at home. They lost in overtime in their most recent game, but they picked up 5 out of 6 standings points against a pretty good Norfolk Admirals team. I mean, you talk about a club in Norfolk who's just 4 points behind Adirondack for first place in their division. And so that was certainly critical. And if the Grizzlies do clinch a playoff spot, and if they get a good seeding in the playoffs, either the 3rd or 4th seed, as Kansas City and Idaho have pretty much locked up the top 2 seeds, you'd be looking at a weekend like that against a good opponent like the Admirals, and you could point that as to being exactly where the Grizzlies were able to get their playoff spot, playing well at home against a good team. It's going to be critical for the Grizzlies to play well against Idaho later this week. I mean, Utah's done a better job at home on the road against the Steelheads than they have at home. So we'll see if Utah can protect home ice this week against Idaho. We mentioned the 6-game homestand. The final 2 games of the regular season will be at Idaho Central Arena on April 12th and 13th. Face-off both nights will be at 7:10. I know tickets can be expensive because there's not a whole lot of seating at Idaho Central Arena, but if you're looking for some sort of vacation, I would recommend a weekend vacation over in Boise. It seems like the weather's always decent when the Grizzlies are over there, and the hockey action will be a ton of fun. And who knows, maybe that weekend the Grizzlies will still be battling for either a playoff spot or playoff positioning. So that should be a lot of fun. Grizzlies and the Idaho Steelheads to complete the regular season. So 5 of the final 8 regular season games will be against the Steelheads. And Kansas City is about as high-powered an offense as we've seen all season. They've got many outstanding goal scorers, and they were really instrumental in Kansas City's 3-1 victory over the Allen Americans last night. If you joined us late, the Grizzlies' playoff picture right now, they are 2 points behind Tulsa for third place in the Mountain Division. Tulsa's got 63 points, and the Grizzlies have 61. After today's game, both clubs will have played 64 games. Allen's got 2 games in hand. They've only appeared in 62 games. They had a recent bye week. So Allen still has 10 games left in the regular season. They are 4 points behind the Grizzlies for fourth place. Utah's got 61 points, and Allen has 57. If Wichita can find a winning streak over their last 9 games, they can put themselves in the playoff race. Wichita's got 54 points, which are 3 behind Allen for 5th place and 7 points behind Utah for 4th place in the division. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting third period, and it is a bit of a lighter crowd over in Rapid City. Apparently the weather is not very good over in the Black Hills. When we come back, we'll go over some other scores along the league, as well as some NHL scores and some NCAA tournament scores. We send our condolences once again to Utah State basketball fans as they got clobbered by Zach Edey and Purdue earlier today. It's the Rush 3 and the Grizzlies 1. We're back in 2 minutes on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice, more amazing food, more value. So get more and get it today.
Black Bear Diner.
The Rapid City off-ice officials will not be getting a Christmas card from me this season. I'm Tyson Whiting. Rapid City leads Utah 3-1, and we're trying to follow along with the stats of the game, and it looks like, we're trying to figure it out. Burke was in front of the net. Did he redirect the Bocage shot? And apparently, they'd originally given the goal to Burke, but now they've changed their mind. Bocage with his 9th in a Utah uniform, and Cutler with the assists. And they actually changed Rapid City's second goal, that power play goal that we said was originally scored by Aliardi. They have changed it and given it to Brett Davis. So, the problem is it makes somebody like me look bad trying to follow the game. But nevertheless, the Christmas card will not be in the mail for Rapid City for the off-ice officials. 9th and final season meeting between the clubs, and so they have changed it, and Bocage gets Utah's goal. And that's important because that's the Optum first goal of the game. You got to make sure you get that one right. I misidentified the player yesterday thinking it was Wesley, who normally would score from the right side in that position, but they gave, Bocage obviously scored that goal. So back-to-back games, Bocage is the Optum first goal of the game score, as Nathan Burke apparently did not redirect it, 16:27 into the second period. Other scores from around the league: Indy defeats Kalamazoo 3-2. It was also a 3-2 final as Cincinnati defeated Wheeling. Looks like 3-2 is the theme of the day. South Carolina gets a 3-2 home victory over Trois-Rivières. Iowa gets a 2-1 regulation win over Wichita, and that's certainly big as Wichita is needing the victories to climb back into the playoff race. Worcester over Reading 6-3. Maine defeated Newfoundland 5-3. And Jeff Carr's Norfolk Admirals defeat Adirondack 6-2. It's a busy day in the National Hockey League. And let's see if we can get a scoreboard update. The games have gone final. There's 3 of them. Washington shuts out Winnipeg 3-0. The Avalanche at one point were down 3-0, and they come back and defeat Pittsburgh 5-4. New Jersey defeats the Islanders in a 4-0 game. Second intermission, Carolina still leads Toronto 2-0. Nobody scored in the second period. After 2 frames, Edmonton and Ottawa are tied at 3. Also after 2, Florida leads Philadelphia 2-0. At 6 o'clock, Dallas is at the massive Mullet Arena to take on the Coyotes. At 6:30, Tampa Bay is at Anaheim. At 7 o'clock, the Rush's NHL affiliate, the Calgary Flames, host Buffalo. Calgary is 33-31-5 this season. And also at 7 o'clock, Montreal is at Seattle. Round 2 of the NCAA basketball tournament. Looks like 5 games have gone final. Let's see. I think 4 games have actually gone final. Let's see if we can get some scores. Duke defeated James Madison 93-55. That was a 38-point victory for the Blue Devils. Purdue defeated Utah State by 39 points, 106-67. Good season for Utah State, but they just ran into the buzzsaw known as Zach Edey and the top-seeded Purdue Boilermakers. Marquette gets a 81-77 victory over Colorado as Marquette won by 4, and they go to the Sweet 16. Games in progress. Second half looks like we might finally get an upset as Clemson is the 6th seed in the West region. They lead 3rd seed Baylor 57-46. 6 minutes left in the first half. Alabama leads Grand Canyon University 17-14. Beginning in a few minutes, Northwestern takes on the top seed defending champion Yukon Huskies. At about 6:40, Texas A&M takes on South top seed Houston. And at 7:40, Yale and the 13th seed take on San Diego State. Interesting story. Yale defeated Auburn on Friday. Apparently, Yale's band, obviously, they're students and the student athletes. And if you're in the band, obviously you're a student. You're a smart student. If you're a band member from Yale, obviously you're used to 4.0s and you're used to studying all weekend. Well, Yale didn't travel their band on Friday. So the University of Idaho found a bunch of Yale gear. They showed up in Spokane, Washington, and the University of Idaho band learned the Yale fight song. And they showed up and were impersonating and acting as the Yale band. And if you're a member of the University of Idaho band, you bet you show yourself, you take a picture of yourself wearing a Yale t-shirt and you send that to top 500 corporations across the country. You're probably going to get a job. What do they, are they going to check your resume? Oh, you didn't go to Yale. You went to the University of Idaho. You're a vandal. You're not a bulldog. Hey, at least for one day, and make it 3 days. I'm pretty sure the University of Idaho's band is still there supporting on the Yale Bulldogs, and they will take on San Diego State tonight. Well, Rapid City leads 3-1. We'll see if the Grizzlies have another comeback in them. Utah has been a strong third-period club as of late, and Rapid City has struggled in the third periods this season. This has been the Rio Tinto Kennecott Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for
about set for third period action. Rapid City leads 3-1, and really the difference in the game has been Brett Gravel, who scored Rapid City's first and third goals of the evening. Alex Bocage is Utah's lone tally. He scored 16-27 into the second, with Nathan Burke and Brandon Cutler getting the assists. Grizzlies are 0 for 3 on the power play. Rapid City's 1 for 3 as we'll skate 5-on-5 to start the third period. In terms of the shot count, for Utah, it's been pretty balanced. Nobody has more than 2 shots. There's 6 different players that have 2 shots on goal. For Rapid City, Will Rydell leads the way with 7 shots. Brett Gravel and Alex Aliardi have 4 shots each. Cole Gallant will take the draw. He's out there with Bocage and Burke. As a draw won by Mark Duarte and Rapid City. Duarte had 2 goals on Friday. As a rush push it into the Grizzlies zone near side, it's taken by Stucker at the Grizzlies goal line. Utah skating from right to left as we see it on Flow Sports. Grizzlies saucer it. Rush get a stick in the way, and they gather at center ice and skate in. Brett Gravel on hat trick watch. Skates towards the left side. Takes a shot. Saved by Januzzi. And Dante holds on as Brett Gravel, who's been outstanding tonight, had a pretty good look at the hat trick. Gravel in his 3rd season with Rapid City, and he's certainly been a dependable forward, averaging about 20 goals per season. At least that's what it seems like he gets every year. And with the 2 goals today, he's exactly at 20 goals on the season. Last year, he had 13 goals in 50 games. 2 years ago, he had 27 goals in 67 games. Gravel played at the University of St. Thomas, but he left St. Thomas before Luke Manning arrived on campus. Grizzlies get it out to center ice as Fitz loses his balance. Constantinu skates back into his zone near side. He'll push it across the rush. Outlet it to the center red line. As Rapid City steps over the line down the middle, they get to Gravel. Right side, he loses balance, takes a shot, and it's blocked away by Corbett. Grizzlies get the rebound. Utah angles it to the left for Fitz, who gathers it. Fitz over the line, stops in the left point, and he'll throw it to the corner. Cutler chasing after it. Cutler's been a strong third period performer as Tyson Helgeson gets to the far side. Rush, move it to the right side for Aliardi, who fumbles the puck at the Utah line. Rush reset as Hoffman back at his blue line gets it across the rush. Get across center ice, and they'll fire it in as Januzzi stays in net looking over his left side. As Aliardi moves it across. Grizzlies battle. Wesley over there along the far side. Rush, high slot, get it, and they'll push it to Hoffman right side, who saucers to his left. Rush, far circle. Righty shot goes wide as Grizzly player and Gallant goes flying in front of the crease. Penner across the center ice will throw it in. Berg chasing after it. He battles with Helgeson. Tyson Helgeson gets to the far side. Kept in by Corbett, who moves to the far corner for Berg. Now behind the net, Utah. Sharp angled shot. Bounces off a prop. Rebound goes back to Rapid City. Right wing rush cross center. Now they step over the blue line. Blake Bennett flubs it out in front. Grizzlies will bounce Rapid City as Grizz throw it out to center ice. It's taken back by the rush. Yamamoto moves to the far circle. Now back to Yamamoto, who gets to center ice, and he'll wing it around the wall. Januzzi cuts it off behind his net. Januzzi, first-year pro, played with Portland in the WHL the last 5 years. As Corbett delivers a push in the back of Yamamoto and moves to his right. Grizzlies over the line. Cutler, high slot. Lefty shot is blocked away by one of the Helgesons. As right side, Grizzlies directed across to Wickers. Wickers sauces it to the far circle. Grizzlies dance around the right point. They feed it up top to Stucker. Shot goes wide. Stucker still looking for his first goal in a Grizzlies uniform. As left point, Grizzlies feed it back to the corner. Wickers couldn't reach it behind Rapid City's net. Rush come away with the puck as they'll bank it off the far boards. As the puck hit the ops into the Grizzlies zone, Stucker chasing after it. And icing is on Rapid City as we get a whistle with 17-19 left in the third. So Rush lead 3-1. Utah's taken one shot here in the third. Rapid City's yet to fire away on Januzzi. Remember yesterday, Utah outshot Rapid City 28-4. The 58 shots for the contest were tied for the most of any team in the league this season. Idaho had 58 shots in a game in November of 2023. Rapid City wins the draw. They'll throw it to the far side. Grizzlies still in the attack zone. As Bocage gets occupied, couldn't accept the puck. As it goes towards the near side, Yamamoto backhands it. It's kept in by Gallant, who gets pushed. As he'll get it in deep. Kenton Helgeson rolls along the far side. Right wing, Grizzlies shot is blocked away as Wesley is down. That's going to be a penalty as Rapid City hit Wesley up high. Wesley's still down on 2 knees. That's going to be a penalty on Rapid City. Wesley slow to get back to his feet. And it's going to be a power play. Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer, walks over there. He sees Wesley back to his feet, and Colin will reverse and pivot back towards the Grizzlies bench. So it's a penalty on Rapid City as Parker Bowman blasted Josh Wesley up high with 16:56 left in the third. So the Grizzlies get their fourth power play of the afternoon. And I think they're talking it over, as because of the nature of it being high, they may give them more than 2 minutes, as they're talking it over right now. Quinn Wickers, now a member of the Grizzlies. He played with Rapid City the last 2 seasons, as it's been an interesting reunion for him. As the referee now talking with the scores table, I don't think this is going to be a basic 2-minute penalty. We'll see. We probably aren't going to get any indication until the score bug pops up on the screen. As we're 3 minutes into the third period, Parker Bowman hit Josh Wesley up high. Fitz will be on the left wing. Cutler will take the draw. Bocage out there as well. As Rapid City wins the draw, and they'll skate towards the far side as Fitz loses his balance. Zach Hoffman will backhand it all the way towards Dante Januzzi. It is a basic 2-minute penalty as Grizzlies gallop out to center ice. Cutler crosses center, skates over the line. Still dropping off. Grizzlies get to Mayhew on the left side, just outside the circle. He feeds it across. Cutler gets it to Bocage near circle. And now Utah centers the Fitz who couldn't handle it. It goes back to Bocage. It gets up top to Mayhew across the Stapley. Down the middle to Cutler. One-time chip goes wide. Bocage in the near corner gathers it. He'll feed it up top to Mayhew. Directs it to his right. Stapley back to Mayhew in the high slot. Mayhew takes a lefty shot. Saved by Prop. Rebound goes to Rapid City. They'll throw it off the near boards. And Mayhew couldn't reach it. As the puck goes all the way into the Grizzlies' end, Januzzi in the near circle cuts it off. Grizzlies will change up skaters. And actually, they keep the same 5 on the ice. Cutler left wing. Halfway through the power play. Gets to Bocage. The rush made a change. As Bocage gets up top. Nobody home in the near point. As the puck exits the zone, Rapid City will clear it all the way towards Januzzi. Dante behind his net will stop it and get it to Stapley. Stapley far circle will drop it off for Wesley, who didn't miss a shift as he'll gallop to neutral ice. He crosses center. The son of Glenn Wesley will drop it as Grizzlies right side step over the line with momentum. Messner throws it towards the end boards. Now it drifts to Manning near side. He dances around, skates back towards the corner as he gets pushed along the boards by Duarte. As Burke gets it, he'll get to the high slot for Wesley, who fakes a shot, gets it to Burke near circle. Toe drag, lefty shot, saved by Prop. Grizzlies hack away, shot, saved by Prop again. Manning gets up top to Wesley. About 10 seconds left in the power play, over to Manning. Across right side, Grizzlies feed it to the far goal line. Now back up top, I think that's Gallant. He'll throw it up top to the right side for Wesley, who keeps the puck in. Power play's over, as coming out of the box is Parker Bowman. As right side, Grizzlies get it across to Manning. Manning trying to shuffle it out in front. Rapid City poked it away. As Manning near circle gets it taken away as the rush will lift it. It didn't leave the zone. And now the puck glides off a stick and goes to center ice. Grizzlies reset the attack and get 5 new skaters on the ice. As Utah drives it in, Prop behind his net cuts it off, and he'll feed it along the near boards for Aliardi. Sporting a beard, he'll lift it high into the air as it bounces at center ice off a Grizzlies stick. As Berg gets to the far circle, Grizzlies skate from right to left. Diagonal pass to the left, bounces off of Aragon's stick as it ricochets off the near glass. As Tyson Helgeson skates around his net and pushes to the far side, it wobbles out to center ice where it's regathered by the Grizzlies. Utah over to Wickers, back to Stucker. As Wickers wearing number 12 for Utah. He was a single-digit number, if I remember right, for Rapid City. Wickers crosses center ice, and he'll loft it to the far corner. Berg chasing after it. Tyson Helgeson gets held up by Berg behind the net. Penner in the area. It goes back to Blake Bennett, who gets pushed by Penner. Berg skates over there as Berg and Helgeson continue to battle. And now the puck goes towards the middle. Hoffman will chip it back to the far side. Rapid City with a gentle push and a mild arc, and the old biscuit bounces in the Grizzlies zone as Aragon throws it back to Stucker, who directs it across to Wickers, who outlets it to the left wing at center ice. As bounced off of Fitz's stick, it goes deep in the rush zone. Rapid City behind their net. Constantino will bank it off the far glass. Stapley keeps it in over towards Cutler, gets double teamed to the far corner. A rush have really kept an eye on Cutler and Stapley in particular. Double teaming them when they can. Puck back to the near side. Mayhew rolls it back to Cutler easy along the far corner. He couldn't handle it. Rapid City moves it ahead. Crossing center ice 1-on-2. Rush step over the line. Coella will dump it in deep around the wall to the near corner. As Utah delivers a hit, does Wesley. Rapid City chips to Janelle near goal line. Lefty shot hits the side of the net. As Wesley gets back to the far side, Rush skate towards the corner as they stop and feed it back from one corner to the other. Mayhew chases after it, gets the Fitz along the near side. Fitz across to Wesley, who gallops across center ice. He steps over the line and veers off to the right point. He feeds it to Stapley, who gets in deep as the Grizzlies were at the end of a shift. 7.5 minutes into the third period. Rush still lead 3-1. Rapid City far side will move it out to center. And now the Grizzlies get it back. Mayhew ahead as the Grizzlies race to center ice. Gallant, the fastest of them all. Steps over the line left side, skates towards the near goal line. Backhand shot. Saved by Prop. Rebound shot goes wide. That was taken by Burke. As the puck to the near side, Bocage will direct it back towards Burke. Burke gets around Duarte towards the near goal line. Burke chips to the far corner for Gallant. Now right side, Dennison will lift it. The arm is raised by the referee. Let's see, there might be a penalty. Not sure who it's going to be on, as there's an even 12 minutes left in the third period. So a timeout of the ice. Rush lead the Grizzlies 3-1 as Utah is looking for a comeback. The series is on the line, and you're listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.
Celeste Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Now the Grizzlies are going to be shorthanded as Nathan Burke got a roughing minor exactly 8 minutes into the third period. Rush on the power play for the fourth time tonight. They're 1 for 3 on the evening. Brett Davis will take the draw for Rapid City against Utah's Cole Gallant. So an even 12 minutes are left in regulation. Draw won by the Grizzlies, and Stucker will slice it all the way towards Christian Prop. The Rapid City goaltender has played a decent game so far, saving 20 of 21. Puck rolls along the near boards back into Grizzlies territory. And it looks like it's going to be icing on Rapid City as they just kind of spun the puck along the boards, and nobody touched it, as draw's going to come back towards Prop with 11:46 left in the third. Grizzlies have taken 3 shots in the third period. Rapid City only has 1. As Mick Messner will take the draw, the Grizzlies do have 5 shorthanded goals this season, and Messner has 3 of them. So we'll see if Messner can connect on a shorty. Grizzlies win the draw. Wickers moves to the right side for Stucker. Righty shot, saved by Prop. Rebound goes to Rapid City. As they'll move it to the right side, Aliardi and his blue line will chip it back as the Rush gets a neutralize with momentum. Constantino with long hair moves to his right as the Rush step over the line. St. Ange spins along the boards to the far side. Grizzlies cut it off. They couldn't clear it out. Aliardi down the middle. Righty shot and a score. And it's now a 4-1 game, as Aliardi fired an old-school slap shot from the high slot past Januzzi. It's the second power play goal for the Rush, and for Aliardi, it is his 25th of the season. As Aliardi got the puck in the left point, skated towards his right, and just fired away as he went stick side past Januzzi. Remember, it was 4-1 Rapid City, and then the Grizzlies scored 2 unanswered pretty quickly, but the Rush lead 4-1 for the second straight night. The fans in Rapid City chant yes, yes, and Grizzlies fans chanting no, no, as Utah wins the draw skating from right to left. Aliardi's goal right now is listed as unassisted. Rush deep in their own end, throw it to the near side as Jake Stella will get it to Yamamoto. Rush skate from left to right as they skate to the near side. They get to neutralize. Bowman moves it to his left as he rush step over the line. Left point, lefty shot goes wide as Grizzlies battle along the near side. Cutler pushes out to center ice. Stapley in the area as it glides towards the Grizzlies bench. Wesley delivers a shoulder check on Stella, but Stella gets it 2-on-1. Far side, he tried to center it. Great defensive play by Dennison as it bounced off of him. As Cutler will one-handed off a rush skater, and Duarte, as Cutler gets it back, and long-range pass to the left connects to Mayhew, who steps over the line and loses the puck as he couldn't get around Zach Hoffman. Now ahead, the rush skate in from the right side. Yamamoto glides towards the near corner and surveys. He'll wrap it around the boards. Far side, Rapid City fires a lefty shot that goes wide. Penner behind his net, skates towards the far corner, and he'll fling it to the left. Aragon couldn't get a piece of it, and icing is on Utah with 10:18 left in the third. 6 straight home games for the Grizzlies starting on Wednesday night. As Utah takes on Idaho in the opener of a 3-game series. It's a Smith's family night with 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. And remember, business hours, make sure to call the Grizzlies office at 801-988-8000. That's 801-988-8000, and call them and ask for a good time, and they'll certainly give it to you. Rush won the draw, right side, Constantine, who feathers it out in front. Duarte couldn't connect on it as puck goes to the far side as Berg over to Dennison, who moves it ahead. Puck glides back to the Utah line. It's taken by Berg. He races into the attack zone. Far side, lefty shot, saved by Prop. Rebound goes to Gravel as Utah immediately took it away. They tried to get it up top to Dennison, who wasn't looking, as it goes back into the Grizzlies zone. Januzzi behind his net will feed it to the near side for Dennison. Dennison will gallop out to neutralize, and they'll chip it to Manning. It glances off of his skate. Grizzlies, Cutler at center ice, make that Corbett fires it in as Helgeson along the corner battles with Luke Manning. Both guys wearing number 8. Cutler skates over to join the play as the puck squirts towards the near circle. It's taken by Rapid City, who tattoos it off the near glass. Rush cross center. Coella dumps it in. He tries to get around Dennison and does, as Corbett gets to Dennison, who skates around Utah's net. Dennison gets ahead to Manning. Right wing pass connects. Grizzlies near the rush bench. Trying to move it in. It bounced off a rush skater. Rapid City, left wing pass. Deflects off a Messner stick and goes out of play. 9:09 left in the third period as the Rush have 2 goals from Brett Gravel, Brett Davis, and Alex Aliardi have each found the back of the net. Alex Bokosh as Utah's lone tally, 16:27 into the second period. 9:09 left in regulation. It's the Rush 4 and the Grizzlies 1.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Draws at center ice. It's the Rush 4 and the Grizzlies 1. Rapid City has outshot Utah 36-24. As Cole Gallant will take the draw at center ice against Rapid City's Brett Davis. So the Grizzlies looking for another miracle comeback as they trail by 3 halfway through the third. Utah wins the draw. Wickers gets across center ice. The former Rush skater dumps it in as he got blasted along the near boards. Rapid City gets to Aliardi. It tapped off of his skate. Grizzlies in the attack zone, but Rapid City rolls it to the right point. Grizzlies fired ahead, but the Rush clear it out as it tapped off Aliardi's skate. Grizzlies left side, dumping in as Gallant got hit by Davis. As Tyson Helgeson sliced it to the far side, Rapid City gets hit. As Grizzlies right point fired towards the net, and it's blocked by Hoffman. Utah tried to center it to Gallant, who couldn't get it. Wickers left point. Directs it to the near corner. It goes past Gallant, who skates towards the middle. Puck over in the corner as Gallant trying to chip it, and he does. And he feeds it up top to Wickers, but it goes past him and into the Grizzlies zone. Januzzi behind his net cuts it off. 8:18 and counting left in the third. Time running out in the Grizzlies here in this 3-game set. It's the rubber match. Utah won 5-3 on Friday, and then Rapid City won 4-3 last night. Grizzlies near side dancing around with 8 minutes left ahead to Stapley, who gets to neutralize. Right wing, he crosses center ice. Now he steps over the blue, and he'll dump it to the far corner. Chasing after it, Cutler nearby as Fitz goes down. Make that Berg as the puck goes back to Rapid City. They'll get it to center ice. Gravel on hat trick watch. will toss it towards the middle. Now it goes back to Gravel near the Rapid City bench, and he'll flub it towards the Utah line. Delayed offside. It's taken back by the Grizzlies. Far circle. Utah left wings it to Berg, who crosses center ice, steps over the line. He avoids Constantinu's check as Rapid City skates around their net. There's a rush. Move it to their right for Aliardi, their captain. He'll flub it in as the puck up the opposite deep in the Grizzlies zone near corner. Rush tried to center it. It bounced off of Mayhew and rolls towards the far corner. Rapid City throws it back to the vacated corner. Gravel and hat trick watch as he dances around with Mayhew shadowing him. Mayhew lifts Gravel's stick. Bocage make that Wesley and Stella push each other. Puck goes to Stapley behind Utah's net, and he'll slice it out to center ice. Oh, big-time hit delivered by Utah. Kenton Helgeson's going to go confront Aragon. As it's stumped back in, arm is raised by the linesman. Boy, huge hit by Aaron Aragon at neutral ice near the Utah line. It looked like Kenton Helgeson. Oh, it's going to be a penalty on Aragon. As Kenton Helgeson wanted to confront him, Aragon skated away. And so it looks like it's going to be a Utah penalty. Aragon delivered a big-time hit. And the referee signal, it might have been elbowing. The penalty earlier in the third period that Parker Bowman got was an illegal check to the head, according to the off-ice officials, or according to the ECHL box score. Tyler Haskell, the referee, talking with Ryan Kanasowicz. If Bowman got a 2-minute penalty, I imagine that's what Aragon's going to get as well. As there's 6:51 left in the third period, Rapid City leads 4-1. Well, if the Grizzlies are going to make that miracle comeback, they're probably going to have to do it shorthanded here and get something. So Rush won the draw. Constantino right side dances around as the Rusher on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Rapid City, high slot, Blake Bennett moves to Constantino, who's now on the left side. He'll feed it out to the far circle. One-timer. Glove saved by Januzzi. As Aliardi fired away looking for a second of the game, Januzzi snatched it out of the air about shoulder high to hold on. 6:36 left in the third. It's the Rush 4 and the Grizzlies 1. Davis and Gallant once again will take the draw. And it's won by Rapid City as they chip it up top, left side. As Bennett skates towards the far circle. Shot saved by Januzzi. Rebound goes to Utah, and they'll slice it all the way towards Christian Propp, who's making his Rapid City debut. Rush have it deep in their own end, skating from left to right. 6:17 and counting left in the third. As Rush, outlet at right wing, pass connects. As St. Ange gathers it, he'll stop along the point, get it to Constantino, who feeds it to the near goal line. As Rush get it back up top to Constantino, who directs it to the left side. Righty shot is blocked. It goes down to center ice. Grizzlies skate into the zone with speed. Penner far side gets tripped up. Is a penalty going to be called? Aliardi touches it up, but no penalty. As the Rush get out to center ice, Constantino left wings as the Rush skate in. Far circle, lefty shot goes wide. As Aliardi gets blasted by Penner and pushed out to center ice. Well, I can't believe there wasn't anything called there as Penner was skating in shorthanded. 43 seconds left. Rush cross center ice. Constantino backs it out. Rush cross center. Now he step over the blue. Gravel glides towards the far side. He stops near the boards. He feeds it up top. Left point. Now back to Gravel. He's in the far circle being shadowed by Burke, who gets it up top. Will Rydell back to Gravel, who chips it to his right for Yamamoto, who's just outside the circle. Over to Rydell. Back to Gravel. It goes between his legs. Gravel gets it off the boards and kept it in the zone. So tap it up top to Rydell. 15 seconds left in the power play. Yamamoto right wing over to the near goal line. Rush gets to Gravel, who's all alone. They'll feed it to Rydell. Lefty shot goes wide as the Rush. 5 seconds left in the power play. Push it up top to Yamamoto. Coming out of the box is Nathan Burke, or make that Aragon. As Aragon joins the play, Rush behind their nets as they lead 4-1. Over to the far circle. Lefty shot is fanned. As the Rush back to the far circle, Burke battles. As the Rush keep it in the offensive zone. They've had it in the zone for a while. Left point, righty shot. Glove saved by Januzzi. And Dante holds on with 4:30 left in the third. Is it the Miracle Night Part 2? After all, it was the Military Night Miracle 8 days ago. Do the Grizzlies have another miracle in them? It's the Rush 4 and the Grizzlies 1 with 4:30 left in the third period. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
At Black Bear Diner, you always get more. More choice. More amazing food. More value. So get more. And get it today.
Black Bear Diner.
It's the rush 4. The Grizzlies won. Aaron Aragon's penalty was an interference minor, 13:09 into the third period. Rapid City and Utah each have 6 shots in the third period. The Rush have outshot the Grizzlies 39-24. As it draws in the far circle of the Grizzlies zone, and it's taken by Stapley, won by Stapley. Janelle battles with Corbett. Rapid City feeds it up top. Left point, shot is blocked. And now it kicks off the skate of Jake Stella, and it goes out to center ice. Right wing pass. Aliardi dumps it in as Januzzi will drop it for Corbett, who fires it off the near wall. Burr gets it to Stapley, who races across center ice down the middle, steps over the line and chips to his right, looking for Cutler as the Rush will fling it along the near boards as the puck goes back to neutral ice. Dennison over across, and now it goes back to Dennison down the middle. He left wings the pass out to Cutler, who flubs it in. It bounced off of Tyson Helgeson. Davis will clear it all the way into the Grizzlies zone, and it's going to be icing on the Rush with 3:47 left in the third. The Grizzlies had a winning record against Rapid City, regardless of what happens in the final 3.5 minutes. As if the Grizzlies do lose this game, they will be 5-3-1 against the Rush this season. As it's currently constituted, it's a 5-2-1 record against Rapid City this year. The Grizzlies will face Idaho 3 times later this week at Maverick Center. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. It's a Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday series. Face off all 3 nights will be at 7:10. Draw one by Rapid City. They lead 3-1 as they'll poke it out to center ice. The puck kept in the opposite of the Grizzlies zone. Taken by Stucker in the far circle. He left wings a pass out to Wickers. It crosses center ice. He'll slice it airborne as it skips towards the far corner. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the period. As the puck, Burke trying to keep it in. Rapid City took it away. Rush will chip it off a stick at the left side. Grizzlies get it back in their own end as Stucker will push it into the Rush zone as it rolls towards Prop. Rapid City gathers it as there's 3:15 and counting left in the third. Rush will skeet down the middle. Right side, they cross center ice. Muzica fires it in. He's been an impressive defenseman in 6 games against Grizzlies this year. Over to the near side, they try to get to Aliardi. Utah took it away. Aragon, left side, crosses center ice. He'll chip it towards Fitz, who gets it off the boards and chases after. He gets it in the near corner. He'll move it to his right. Righty shot, saved by Prop. Now the Grizzlies get to Aragon. Far circle, lefty shot. And that one's blocked before it got to Prop. Puck rolls towards the near boards. And we get a whistle as looks like Rapid City's helmet. Prop's helmet came off. And so play is stopped with 2:46 left in the third. It's the Rush 4 and the Grizzlies 1. So draws going to be in the Rapid City zones. The Grizzlies will get 3 new skaters on the ice. And assuming the Grizzlies don't come back in this one, this will be a tough one to take, losing 2 out of 3 on the road against Rapid City, knowing that the Grizzlies have 5 games against Idaho and 3 against first place Kansas City. Draws over in the near circle. Kansas City does have the best record in the league by a wide margin with a .778 winning percentage. Grizzlies won the draw. High slot shot is blocked as it was blocked by Gravel. Has done just about everything for Rapid City today. Grizzlies near side get it to Wesley as Wesley battles with 2 rush skaters. He'll feed it to the near corner for Manning, who skates around Rapid City's net towards the far side as Manning loses his balance. It's Constantine who nudged him as Bocage lets it go towards the near corner. Rapid City gets it. They're on their own end as they flip it out into the seats, and that's going to be delay of game. At least that's what the Grizzlies want. And if it didn't bounce off the glass, it is going to be delay of game. And that looks like that's the call as Grizzlies will get a power play. Delay of game is called as a member of Rapid City gave a empty seat a souvenir. And it was number 15, Will Rydell, who's been an outstanding defenseman. He had 7 shots through 2 periods. And he fired it into the seats. And so the Grizzlies get a 2-minute power play. Delay of game's called. 2:19 left in the third. Grizzlies get it up top to Mayhew. Over to Bocage, who dances around. He feeds it back to Mayhew, who slices it to his right for Stapley. Far circle, Stapley dances around. He dangles. Now he gets it back to his college teammate Mayhew. Over to Bocage, back to Mayhew. Over to Bocage. They play catch. Bocage skates towards the near circle. Shot is blocked as Rapid City over in the area. As Bocage got pushed by Tyson Helgeson, the puck goes out to center ice. Grizzlies reset. As Stapley over to Cutler, dance around near side. Now he'll step over the line, try to get to his right, and puck didn't get very far. Now Bocage near circle. Start to Stapley back to Bocage. Shot! What a save by Prop! Oh, that's got to be the save of the week. He made an outstanding stop on Bocage. As Gravel skates in. Backhand shot. Saved by Januzzi as Gravel had a good look at the hat trick, but Januzzi made a big save. 1:20 left in the third. Mayhew over the line. Gets to his right. As Grizzlies, Brett Stapley, near circle, dance around, pivots. Now he surveys along the near boards as Gravel took it away from him. As the puck glides towards the near corner, now is a 3-on-2 battle with Utah in the advantage there. Puck glides towards the right point as Mayhew will dish it across to Stapley. As Stapley surveys, and he'll curl up top to Messner. Across to Mayhew, over to Cutler, right side, lefty shot goes wide. 50 seconds left. Is this baby's going to be in the refrigerator? Is the Rush going to take 2 out of 3 games? Stapley over to Messner. 25 seconds left in the Utah power play. Pass goes incomplete. Kenton Helgeson will backhand it as it gets air under it, as it skips into the Utah line. Grizzlies left wing a pass out to Cutler, or drops it for Manning. Manning near side shot, saved by Prop, and Prop gets it and throws it towards the far corner. Up top, Grizzlies get it over to Gallant. Right side, 23 seconds left. Across to Burke. Burke dances around, and he'll chip it up top to Wesley. Left side shot is blocked away before it gets to Prop. 15 seconds left. Christian Prop with an unbelievable save on Utah's power play on Bocage about a minute and a half ago. Rapid City ices the puck as the whistle blows with 8.1 seconds left in the third. Bocage scored 16 and a half minutes into the second period. He picked up Utah's lone goal. As the Rush got 2 goals from Brett Gravel, Brett Davis, and Alex Aliardi each found the back of the net as well. So the Grizzlies are going to lose 2 out of 3 games against Rapid City. The record's going to fall to 29, 32, and 3. With the victory, the Rush have now won 2 straight home games after losing 11 in a row. The record is 25, 35, and 3. Left wing, Wickers with a shot that goes wide, and that will do it. Rapid City wins 4-1 as they scored the first 2 goals of the game. Bocage made it 2-1, and then Rapid City responded with 2 unanswered. Christian Prop gets his first professional victory. He saved 25 of 26. Dante Januzzi saved 36 of 40. As the Rapid City fans head home happy, and for the Grizzlies, they got 2 days off before their Wednesday night showdown with the Idaho Steelheads. As the Grizzlies head to the locker room, they are still 2 points behind Tulsa for 3rd place and 4 points ahead of Allen, as Allen's in 5th place and the Grizzlies are in 4th in the Mountain Division. Once again, the final score from the Monument, it's Rapid City 4, Utah 1. Post-game show starts in 30 seconds after this word from Rio Tinto Kennecott.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Final score from the Monument, Rapid City 4, Utah 1, as Grizzlies won the series opener 5-3, and the Rush responded with 2 straight victories, as the Grizzlies' record against Rapid City is 5-3-1. As the season series comes to an end, for the Grizzlies, they have 8 games left in the regular season, 5 against Idaho and 3 against Kansas City. Remember, the Grizzlies will be home for 6 straight games beginning on Wednesday night, the start of a 3-game series against Idaho, and then next week, Kansas City makes their lone visit to Maverick Center for a 3-game series. The Mavericks have the best record in the league. 3 stars of the game looks like Alex Aliardi is the 3rd star. He had 1 goal and 1 assist, according to the off-ice officials. He had 6 shots. Aliardi sporting a beard that's about as magnificent as Charlie Blackmon, the outfielder of the Colorado Rockies. Jackson Hibbard gets some TV time as he'll carry a bag into the locker room for the Grizzlies, Let's see who the second star of the game is, and it's the goaltender, Christian Prop, who got his first professional win, and I guess props to him. He saved 25 of 26. That was a lame pun, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one to ever use it. As he fires a T-shirt along the far boards as we watched it tonight. Prop with a high five with Matt Nugget, the Rush mascot. Christian Prop gets his first professional victory. And the number one star, he had 2 goals, including the game winner. Actually didn't get the game winner. He scored the first goal for Rapid City, 14:03 in. Brett Gravel, who now has 20 goals in the season. It's his 3rd year in Rapid City. Rush scored first tonight, 14:03 in, as Gravel got his first of 2 on the night. Kenton Helgeson and Peter Muzica with the assists. Rush led 1-0 after 1. They outshot the Grizzlies 17-7 in the first period. Brett Davis scored a power play goal, 4:33 in. Alex Aliardi and Riley St. Ange with the assist. That was a second period power play goal that gave the Rush a 2-0 lead. Utah's lone goal came 16:27 into the second as Alex Bocage fired away from the slot. There was a Grizzly player out in front trying to redirect it, and I think it was Nathan Burke, but looked like Bocage scored it cleanly. Burke and Cutler each picked up assists. For Burke, it was his 21st assist this season, and Cutler, who now has a point in 5 of his last 6 games, got his 25th assist. But Rapid City responded just over a minute later, 17:35 in, a minute and 8 seconds after Utah scored. It was Gravel getting his second of the game on a breakaway. Christian Prop, the goaltender, not only got his first pro win, but he also picked up an assist as he ended up a goaltender's version, probably a goal away from a Ron Hextall hat trick. Ron Hextall, a goal, an assist, and a fight. Ron Hextall, who was known to, score a goal and maybe pick up an assist, and Ron Hextall wasn't afraid to drop the gloves. You got a Gordie Howe hat trick. He was about a fight away from a Ron Hextall hat trick. What would be a Ron Hextall hat trick? What, an assist, a fight, and a win? That's probably the goaltender's version of the hat trick. Either way, Prop picked up the assist, 17:35 into the second. The only goal scored in the third was Alex Aliardi, unassisted, 8:37 into the third as he picked up his 25th of the season. Aliardi's point-scoring streak extends to 13 straight. Just one of those things, the series was on the line, and if you're the Grizzlies, obviously knowing the quality of the opponents over the next 6 games, the next 8 games, really, you were hoping to pick up a victory again. But Rapid City, you got to tip your hat. They usually play the Grizzlies tough. And interesting enough, it's usually the years when Rapid City kind of struggle, is kind of down in the standings a little bit. That's where it seems like they play the Grizzlies the toughest, as we've seen over the years. And tonight, just Rapid City put together a pretty good effort, and you got to tip your hat. They earned the series win. So for the Grizzlies, if the playoffs start tomorrow, they're still in. They're just 2 points behind Tulsa. Both Utah and Tulsa have played 64 games. Tulsa's got 63 points, and the Grizzlies have 61. Allen is in 5th place. They're still 4 points behind, as Tulsa and Allen were both off today. Allen does have 2 games in hand, as they've only played 62 games, whereas Utah and Tulsa have each played 64. So the Americans have 10 games left, and Utah and Tulsa each have 8. Just it's one of those things. It's going to be one of those races towards the finish line. And for the Grizzlies, obviously, we're probably not going to know whether the Grizzlies make the playoffs or what seed they're going to be until probably the final week of the regular season. So if you're a Grizzlies fan, the Grizzlies do have 2 games on the road against Idaho to complete the regular season. I recommend a vacation. Go to Boise April 12th and 13th and watch the Grizzlies. Those could potentially be some huge games for the Grizzlies in the standings. Idaho is probably locked up to the 2 seed. They're 10 points behind Kansas City for first. So the game's not going to mean as much to Idaho, but for the Grizzlies, that series in Boise could mean everything to their season. Today, it was just all Rush. They got a 4-1 victory. Once again, the 3 stars, Alex Aliardi was the 3rd star. The goaltender, Christian Prop, who we believe got his first pro win, is the 2nd star. And the number 1 star was Brett Gravel with the 2 goals. The only other divisional action today, Wichita lost in regulation 2-1 to the Iowa Heartlanders. The shot count, it was interesting yesterday. It was all Grizzlies. Really, the first 2 games of the set, Utah combined for 100 shots. But today, Rapid City outshot Utah 40-26. Well, we'd mentioned the upcoming homestand, and it's going to be a huge one for the Grizzlies. The arch rival Idaho Steelheads will be in town for a 3-game set. Wednesday night's going to be a Smith family night. 4 tickets for $40 and then $10 for each additional ticket after that. Or you're going to want to make sure to get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. That's going to be a huge series. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night face-off all 3 evenings will be at 7:10. Well, that'll wrap things up as we're hanging out in the Grizz Cave. And, hopefully you were patient with us, as unfortunately some details went missing, and it becomes even more frustrating when the stats that you're trying to follow along with the game, some of them were incorrect, and so that becomes even more frustrating when you saw one thing and they put together. No, it wasn't that guy that scored the goal. It was somebody who wasn't even on the ice. That becomes even more frustrating, and I think I lose sleep over it because I'm the one that looks bad at the end of the day. So. Luckily for the Grizzlies, they got 6 straight home games starting on Wednesday night. And for the Grizzlies, they mean just about everything to their push for the 2024 Kelly Cup playoffs. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast of not necessarily the final outcome. Once again, in 2 hours and 21 minutes and in front of a crowd of 2,893, there was a snowstorm in the Rapid City area that drove some fans away from attending the game. The Rush got 2 goals from Brett Gravel, and goaltender Christian Propp got his first pro victory, stopping 25 of 26. Grizzlies got a goal from Alex Bocage, who now has 9 in a Utah uniform. Next broadcast will be Wednesday night, 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Grizzlies Hockey Network, presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott.